I call the shots, I never call it quits. Trust my intuition, bet it's right and bitch, it often is. Seen too many others come and go, they had the wrong intent. Do it out of love and never for it, then I watch it get bigger than expected. Don't second guess it, I let it set in. It's God's plan, we out here only accepting blessings. I'm stuck with it, this mindset is terminal. In and out different terminals, leveling up is personal. And I already made it, y'all can miss me. It's hard to believe I made something from nothing. No hindsight discussions, I've been writing, I love it.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. This is Danny G sitting alongside Rio and Jimmer today, and we have another special guest. We're just going to keep this baby rolling. Fresh from College of the Canyons here in California. Now, I'm going to totally murder your names. Your first name's spelled a little bit different. Is it just Moses or is it Moises? How do we say that?
Moises.
It is Moises.
It is
okay.
Moises.
Yeah,
okay.
see, I got it right, baby.
Yeah.
I'm on fire. I told you, I'm the name king.
The name king over there for sure.
Man, I love it. No, that's unique. That's a super unique name, man. I'm a big fan. Okay. Yeah, so we're just going to kick this bad boy off. Just kind of start off with some softball questions, easy stuff to talk through. And we really just want to learn about you, my man. So we're going to go ahead and kick it over to Rio and get this bad boy started.
All right. So, when did you start playing sports as a kid?
Wow. I started playing contact football when I was 5.5. My dad lied to the Pop Warner coach that I was 7.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I already like the start of the story right now.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, so I was big enough, and so, yeah, I started playing football in Pasadena when I was 5.5 years old, and I've been playing ever since.
Very cool. So you grew up in California then?
Yes, sir.
Very cool. As you grew up, did you play any other sports?
No, yeah, I played on track for 4 years. I did basketball for 6. Those were my main sports. Like hobbies, back in recess, back in grade school, was soccer or like handball. But those were my main sports, and football, of course.
Hey, what'd you do? What position did you play in basketball then?
Well, funny thing is I stopped growing in 8th grade. So
Hey, that's not.
literally,
I get that. Me too.
Yeah. Yep, me too. 2 of us.
there you go. So I used to play shooting guard and small forward, and I actually enjoyed basketball a lot. So it was definitely like a off-season thing after football. So yeah.
Okay, so building off that, we'll go on with your other accolades too here, but building on with that one right there, what is your favorite team? It's not the Lakers, is it?
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. I will again. RP to Kobe when Kobe was there.
Yeah.
Definitely Lakers. But now, I'm not gonna lie. I have to say the Bulls. I like Chicago.
Okay.
They're hot.
Yeah.
I do like the Bulls too.
Yep. Yeah, we all really like how they're built right now.
Absolutely,
That team is
and they have room, not only to grow, but to actually bring in some talent in the off season here too. When it comes, they have the cap space and all that. So, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So here's my question for you. So coming out of high school, looking at some of your stats in high school, right? Stud, looked like you were averaging like $125 a game, just killing it like on a personal level. How successful were you? How did your team do going through high school?
Oh no, we did amazing. We clicked as a team. For me personally, I had the best O-line ever. Literally. I kid you not, every time I touched the ball, if it wasn't for my O-line, I gave them so much, much of my credit belongs to the O-line. So, a lot of my touchdowns, big gains, that's the O-line. I had the best O-line any running back could ever ask for. And as a team as a whole, we were just good. We had a lot of depth. Literally our third strings could have been our first strings. That's how good we were.
Okay.
And our class, if I'm not mistaken, we were number 7 in the state. and when we entered playoffs, and we went to CIF against Oaks Christian, and we lost by 1 point.
Oh, dang.
Man, that's
But nevertheless, we the thing that I loved about high school football was that we weren't just a team on the field, but we were a team off the field. We hung out a lot, like in our homes, like together, and we would play Xbox. We would play poker, and then we had this thing every Thursday night that we gathered at our school, and we would talk about just anything. We would as a team for about 2.5 hours, and then we would write down what's our goal for the next day, for Friday night. And I think that helped us a lot as a team. And overall, we just knew we were a very disciplined team. And we had a lot of talent on both sides, just as much offensively, defensively as well. And our coaches, we had amazing coaches. So, best high school experience any athlete could ever ask for. So.
Hell yeah! So that
awesome.
was at Santa Clarita. That was
Yes, sir.
in Santa Clarita. There we go. Okay, and then so, off ball question right there. And one of the things I listened to everything you said. The one thing that caught my ear for 100% was that was legalized gambling, right? Like that was like for peanuts or something.
Well, okay. So the game that we lost against Oaks Christian, they were a very talented squad as well. A lot of the guys went off to play big time football. One of the guys that I don't know personally, but we know of each other through social media. He's going to be a top 5 draft pick this year.
Oh,
Man.
And then the starting running back for UCLA was the running back for Oaks Christian. So, and I could continue because they had talent. Like we had talent, but they had talent as well. It was a very even matched team. It could have went both ways. The fact that we lost by 1 point, it was 20-19. So it was stiff.
That sounds like Goliath, like just swinging her out, which I appreciate that too.
Yeah, definitely a good football game, it sounds like. So, as I listen to you talk and you tell your teammates and the good chemistry and the coaches and whatnot, that's amazing. But one thing, let's talk about you a little bit. What is your best game in high school? Do you remember what your best game was?
Wow. I have 2.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys could decide for yourselves. So we one game. It was my senior year. Yeah, my senior year against Calabasas High School in Calabasas, and we lost that game by 5. I think 5 or 7 points, between 5 or 7 points, and I had 4 touchdowns and 200 yards.
Wow.
And then the other game was against Norco, and again that was during playoffs, and that's another team that they had. It literally had like a D lineman going that was recruited to Alabama. The running back he committed to Oregon, but now following up with him, he's at USC now. So they had a lot of talent. We beat them though, but I had 2 touchdowns and 297 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd take that game just because you got the dub too. So you had the stats and the dub.
Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, but it probably, like, I'm not try to take a shot at anybody in this aspect. The other one was definitely mad numbers, and it doesn't sound like it was necessarily your fault on that one. 4 touchdowns. Yeah. I'm not trying to take a dig at any teammates, anything like that, but I'm like, I don't know how much more you could have left on the field, brother. You know what I mean? I don't know how much you could have did.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, it was like 63-56, something like that. It was
Holy
like
cow.
a basketball.
What?
Right, a basketball score.
That is a
going on.
basketball. That's definitely a basketball score. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Damn.
So do you have any all-state, honors, accolades, anything like that for any of your sports in high school?
Oh yeah, no. For football, I was a two-time All-State back.
Okay.
I was a two-time All-CIF. I was newcomer of the year my junior year, and that's basically like a city award for like being like the top guy as a junior and just coming in and doing well. Like kind of setting my presence. I got all league twice, all conference twice. Yeah.
So just basically ridiculously awesome. Gotcha.
Baller.
Which is, I did have one question. So your running style. Please tell me who it emulates the best. Like NFL, college, maybe even if you want to go that route, but NFL.
I'll go NFL. I've got a lot of people. So back in high school, I feel like a lot of people could have agreed with me that I was a lot like Marshawn Lynch.
Okay.
Now, college, especially at the JUCO level, it's a lot different. It's a lot faster. It's a lot stronger. And I had to change up my game a lot. So I would definitely say I'm like a how do you say his name? He's the running back for the Chiefs.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people compare me as. Either him or Nick Chubb. Those are the two people.
Bruiser. All right.
I like Nick.
I like it. So elusive, balanced. I got you. Yep. And you got
kinda do it all.
You still got some of the. You got the speed too. You're not necessarily. You're overpowering sometimes, but you don't have to be. You can outrun them too.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. So,
hand.
you
got hands too.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
So it sounds like you had some amazing chemistry and an awesome team there in your last couple years at high school. So you played one season at COC, or have you played two?
2 seasons.
2 seasons. Okay. So compare those first 2 seasons to the last couple seasons of high school. What was the difference? Kind of how did things feel and look?
Definitely the gameplay. Going from high school to even junior college, you have to understand, like, I went to a premier junior college. So we were one of the top junior colleges in the state. And so we had transfers from, D1 bounce back transfers. We had guys that were, they were 3, 4, 5 stars, but they didn't cut it because of their grades. And
okay.
So our team was very, COC, probably the most talented team I've ever played on. Everyone, and it's funny because at Valencia High School in Santa Clarita, we are extremely talented as well. That's the funny thing. But going to COC, it's different. Like, the game is a lot faster, a whole lot faster. The hits a whole lot harder. The commitment in terms of football, it's definitely a lot higher, and it gives you that test. It's definitely like, you see on social media how like the JUCO struggle, or like JUCO made me. Like, I didn't truly realize that until I went through the process, and it's honestly, like, it really is the struggle. Being a junior college athlete, especially playing football, it really is that struggle. And so yeah, I'll definitely say the gameplay is a lot different. The chemistry is different. I would personally say that I was more connected in high school because, we go to junior college. Yeah, yes, we make friends for life, but at the same time, we're all trying to go, D1, D2, right?
Right. Next level stuff for sure.
It's a whole lot faster. So, and people are transferring in, transferring out. So it's a lot of moving,
Yeah, versus you growing up with your teammates in high school, right?
There you go. So I'll definitely say that's a huge difference. Talent. Funny thing is, talent. But I played in a very talented high school team. I played in an extremely talented junior college team. So talent. I say overall talent definitely in junior college because gosh, you're getting everyone that was all state.
Yeah.
From all over the country. So we had guys like our junior college wasn't just like Cali guys. We had guys from Florida, Texas, Georgia, New Jersey, Louisiana. Gosh,
all
you name
over.
it. No, literally,
Yeah.
because we were known to be that team, that junior college team. And so yeah, the talent was it was raw. Like I tell you the truth. Like anyone could start, anyone could be the man. So it was definitely a huge step up from high school.
So I had previously asked you who your favorite NBA team was. You're obviously a stud football player. What's your favorite football team then? Are you going to tell me the Rams?
49ers, man.
49ers, okay.
Hey.
The team that's been, yeah, no, I thought that you were going to go Rams just because, like, the new age stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're from California, a heavy majority, you're either going to go Raiders or Niners, I would think. You know, they've been there forever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So I got
definitely. So coming out of high school, talented ball player and whatnot, can you talk us through the recruiting process, colleges that were considering you, offers that were on the table, and then what ultimately made you decide on College of the Canyons?
So the recruiting process back in high school, funny thing is I didn't know much of it because I wasn't informed a lot. My dad wasn't around for that, so I truly I didn't understand how it worked. Mm-hmm. But the interest or offers I had, mostly interest. It wasn't really offers. It was interest I had from Brown, a lot of Ivy League schools like Brown, Harvard, because I had really good grades. So
Okay.
I was doing that in high school. So yeah, Harvard, Brown. I took an official visit. My only official visit was to Northern Arizona University, so NAU.
Okay.
I had interest from Humboldt State.
That was up in Flagstaff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. Been there.
Yep.
Honestly, I loved it. I'm not gonna lie. I loved Flagstaff. They were gonna offer me, and then they changed their coaching staff.
Oh man.
And you know, when you change your coaching staff, things change. Like things change a lot. So I didn't know the behind the scenes of that. I just knew like what happened. So
Right. Sure.
what else? Sac State, Humboldt State, when it was a football team. Now they don't have a football team anymore, but they're D2. I had PWOs from Arizona, University of Arizona, Oregon State. I had an interest from Oregon. Not a PWO, but just an interest. But yeah, I was very I would definitely say I was very under-recruited back in high school. So
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, it does. Seems like you should have been, and like you said, that probably would have helped if there was someone there to help guide you. Like, hey, we're gonna get this out. We're gonna press. We're gonna push. We're gonna push this, that, and the other. And that definitely would help. But what you've done so far is absolutely amazing too. So
Yeah, for sure. So then College of the Canyon comes around. They come knocking, or did you go knocking there and enroll? How did that play out?
So eventually after I came to terms with it that okay, you know what, look, I had to, I still wanted to continue playing football, love football. And so I chose the junior college route. And at first I actually went to Moore Park College in in Moore Park, and because at COC, again, very talented squad. And my mindset at that time was more like, I just want to go, I just want to be 1 year and done. I don't want to, I want to start and leave. So I was at Moore Park College for the spring, and then one of my running back coaches, who I used to train with back in high school, he was a running back coach for now he's currently College of the Canyons still in Alamany, Bishop Alamany. But at that time, he was a running back coach for Chaminade. And, he told me, look, Mo, COC is the place to be, and it's very similar, like the work ethic, like Valencia. And, you won't miss a beat. Yes, it's very competitive. I mean, very, very competitive. But, you fit that, So and at Moore Park, being there for the spring, it was competitive, but I can tell it was a little lazy, very lax. And, I wasn't used to that. I was always used to like fast pace off. I finally, I took a visit to College of the Canyons that same spring. My running back coach organized it, and I met with the coaches. Coaches already knew me, and from high school, and some of them were alumni there. And and it was just different. It was very different, very competitive. I met guys that they're either D1 bounce backs or D1, and it looked legit, and it was legit. So I was like, you know what? Yes, it's very competitive, and but you know what? I got to do it because this is where I'm used to this, and that's why that summer I chose to go to College of the Canyons, and I left Moorpark College. So.
Okay. So you like getting pushed. You didn't just want to take once it dawned on you a little bit, like, hey, yeah, I could easy stand-in starting job at running back, or I could go out here and actually full-blown earn it because I'm going to be on a way more talented roster that's taking it a hell of a lot more serious.
Yeah, no, there you go. And also, like, I knew that I was going to get more exposure at College of Canes as well because of the competition as well. We had guys. I kid you not. We had, the 3 years I was there, because I gray shirted my first year. So the 3 years I was there, we've had 2 quarterbacks in the same year go D1.
Okay.
So it's like it really comes to show that COC had talent, and even like our running back, when I was hurt, even when because I was hurt my first year. I'll tell you more about that a little later, but our running backs, they went D1, D2. Our defense was strong, especially my first year. Oh my gosh, like every corner went just about every corner went D1.
Oh, jeez, damn.
That's awesome.
Hey, that's also good for you too, though. Like you're going against that in practice. That means metal sharpen metal. That's gonna make you. That's gonna make you even better. Like don't run away from the challenge. Just man up. Let's do this, right?
No, there you go. I was going against the best players in the state. So it's like literally, perhaps in the country, really. Like I was going against guys that. I mean, there's a corner. He I forgot what team he's on. He got drafted for the USFL.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And he played, if I'm not mistaken, gosh, he got bounced around a little bit. He played for Cleveland and Baltimore.
Okay.
And he literally he was my teammate 3 years ago. So like it really comes to show the talent that we have at COC. Every couple of years you have a guy, you got 1-2 guys getting drafted. In fact, there's a couple guys that are preparing for the draft right now that they were at COC not too long ago. So, and they did really well at the D1 level, and then 1 or 2 years, and then now they're getting ready for the to get drafted. So it's like COC really had that talent. So and that's what really convinced me. I was like, you know what, like the starting spot is gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard, but you know what, like. Is where I have to be because, I want to go to the league. I want to go D1. I want to go to the league.
Yeah.
This competition I need to be in, and it gets me better as an athlete. I didn't want to just stay where I was. Yes, I was good, but I can be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And it really helped me push me over the edge to get better. So
I have a question, but I'm also going to tell you right now, I'm watching your highlight reel here. Like as we speak, I'm watching your highlight reel. You're way underestimating yourself for damn sure because I just watched you manhandle this one corner and like throw him off like he was a bitch. I'm being honest. Like right here, I'm watching it again. I'm watching the same one. Like you chucked him while you're getting taken out. Like it looked borderline AP-esque when he threw that Cleveland Brown to the side. You remember that? I know you as a Viking fan. You remember that?
Backwards?
Yeah, I just watched this. This dude like chucked him while still getting wrapped up from behind too. Like, nah. I'm gonna give you a little bit of love there, and then so I'm gonna give you a question about that too. So spring football is about to start up here in a new league. There's going to be another new league also, I think, the following year in the XFL, but now you're doing now there's a USFL. Does that feel good knowing that there's options also further on down the road when this comes down? Like, I'm not saying that you're not going to have the talent to go to the NFL. That is not what I'm saying. Because I'm watching a beast on film right now. I'm literally watching it. What I am saying though is if it doesn't it feel good to know that there's other options too?
100%. I mean, gosh, like you have the NFL, CFL, USFL, next year the XFL. Oh yeah, honestly, that's a blessing for other athletes as well that go smaller schools to like they go D2 or they go NAI. They actually get an opportunity to play some professional football.
Yep.
Because to make it to the NFL, that's extremely hard.
Well, even to go to college in general, and to go to play football is so rare too. People take that for granted. There's so many people. Like when I was playing football, I remember them having the conversation with us in the locker room. Like especially your last one, they're like, "This could quite literally be your last football game ever now."
Yeah,
competitive game that counts, I guess, so to speak. This could be your last one. So a lot of people take that for granted, even going to college too to play football. So you're living a lot of people's dreams anyway right now as you speak.
For sure.
No, I agree. I know. I'm extremely grateful. Like I always thank God that I'm still playing football. I'm 21, I'm going to be 22 in a few months, and I'm still playing a game I love. I have nothing to complain about. I really don't.
That's so awesome.
I know there's people right now that wish they were in my position, and that's why one thing junior college football taught me was never to take football for granted, because anyone could be anyone could be in your position, but they're not, and the fact that you're still playing football right now, going 21 going on 22, I mean that's a blessing on its own.
Yeah, definitely. So continuing on, you get to College of the Canyons. You make the adjustments to college football. How did the seasons go these past few years?
So my first year I gray shirted because I got injured. I was I was second string my first year before I got injured. Then I had to gray shirt because
what was the injury? What did you have happen?
I pulled my groin so bad to the point that I'm not kidding. I felt like I have a hernia. It was one of those.
Oh, wow.
So it was one of those things that if I didn't gray shirt, I could have ended my own career. If I was prideful about it. Or
I've had that too. We ran hills in high school, came down, and there's a dip right there. Pulled that bad boy, and that is not a feeling that I wish upon anybody. You can't take off. You have nothing. I'm with you.
No, I kid you not. For 2 months, I tried. It was around the summer. No, not 2 months. 1 month. Sorry, 1 month. And I tried. I did all the conditioning, and I mean, when it hurt, I cried. You see, I don't cry with pain. I have a high tolerance to pain, but it was one of those pains that, it really told me, you know what, Mo, you gotta take off. I knew that, what, if I kept going on like this, I was gonna jeopardize my own future. So I had a gray shirt my first year.
Okay.
And then, next year comes around, and I had an okay season. I was second string because the running back came back. The other running back came back, and now he's a coach at the Canyons. But
oh man,
he went D1. No, he actually went D1. And I if I'm not mistaken, I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's still in the transfer portal. So he just wanted to come back and just keep staying active and coach us. He coached us this year.
Okay.
So I was second string. I had my first year. It was an okay season. I think it was more I was just getting back. And,
getting used to everything.
Back into the flow of football.
Back in the flow and the hitting.
There you go. So I had to get used to it. And the big thing was I had to change how I used to run back in high school. So because I couldn't just be all power anymore. I had to have moves. You know, in college, one thing I've learned about being a running back, you gotta learn how to make someone miss. You know, and even though I was good at that in high school, people are a lot faster in college. You know, a whole lot faster in college. You got the ends running 4.5s, 4.4s now.
Right.
You got to have moves now. There's no, no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are, if you're small like me, you got to have moves.
Right.
So, my first year was adjustment. I had an okay season. I averaged 5.2 yards per carry my first year. And
there you go. Impressive.
I did okay. I'm hard on myself. I sometimes I look at my film from first year. I'm hard on myself because I'm like, okay, I always expect better from myself. So I'm my hardest critic. Before anyone criticizes me, I already did that myself.
Yep,
right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, and then second year, this past season comes around. Well, we had COVID.
Right,
so
your COVID year, right?
So we didn't have a season. And they gave us back our year, thank God. So because I was supposed to be at a university like this past year, but because we got our year back, I was able to do my second year this year at this past year. So and this year I definitely did a whole lot better. I was averaging 7-8 yards a carry.
Good God.
Wow. Stud.
Dude, the 5.2 was sexy.
Right.
like
what? 7 up in that
throw a
motherfucker?
7 up in
holy
there?
cow.
Like, goddamn.
Yeah.
No. If you see my film, like it, this past season, I definitely did a whole lot better. I combined everything from not just high school, but everything I've learned, like at COC, and I went to work, and and one thing this year taught me most definitely that I kind of forgot because I was so focused on making it D1, going D1, and stuff like that, is to have fun.
Yes.
I got to have fun because if you're not having fun, like you shouldn't be doing it.
You're damn straight. You shouldn't be doing it if you're not having fun. Because at the end of the day, you're not yourself if you're not having fun. And I'm telling that about like every sport.
Yeah,
doesn't matter what grade, what age, pro, not pro.
You know
don't
what?
matter.
I think that goes anywhere in life.
Yes.
Even your job. If you're not having fun, it's almost not worth doing.
You're goddamn right.
Yep.
So that's a life lesson. That is your word. That's some of your words of wisdom right there. Some low hanging fruit right
words
there.
of wisdom
but
for the
it's
day.
true.
No, there you go. There you go. Like if I could summarize JUCO football, it made me remember to have fun. Like it, and
Good.
I think that's what I did really well my second year because I remembered to have fun. Because if you're not having fun in the sport that you love, in anything in life in general, job, my term sports or anything like that, you shouldn't be doing it. Because you're not going to put your full effort, and it's just you're not going to be yourself, like you said. So to have fun and it showed. I every practice had fun, joked around. I was still serious. I went 100%, but I had fun during the games. I was serious, but I had fun because I loved
that,
it.
And that's what's important. So I do have one question for you, and then I also have. So you gave yourself like what you believe your style is. I'm gonna give you a better one in my opinion. Okay. In my opinion, and don't get me wrong, I love Nick Chubb. Like I love the comparison. I get it. But when I was watching your highlight reel, I actually saw and. Take me for what I'm saying. I'm talking purely football, by the way. Purely football. Ray Rice. I saw Ray Rice in you right there.
Okay, you know what? I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of his personal bullshit. I'm talking about purely on the football field. To me, I thought that was Ray Rice. That's exactly what I saw. I saw some speed. I saw balance. I saw throwing people power, lower, like everything.
Yeah,
shiftiness.
for sure.
That's what I just watched. So I'm just telling you. That's what I feel. That's what I saw when I watched you run. I'm not saying you're wrong about your other ones that you're picking, but like I saw Ray Rice right there. I saw Ray Rice in College of the Canyons jersey. That's what I just saw.
I can see. You know what's fun? I can see that. I can definitely see that.
And then I do have a question for you, and that is you live in California.
Yes.
You got to tell me something weird ass that you've seen out there, because it is a weird state, right? You got to tell me something you've seen, right? You had to, even if you're driving on the road, like something on the side street that you saw, right? You had to see some crazy shit. We're in lonely Iowa. Give me something, please.
Okay, okay. I feel like everyone knows this, but I'm still gonna say anyways. I remember I took a visit not too long ago to Texas for a school.
Hey, so Rio right here that contacted you in the very first place. This cat is from Texas too.
That's right.
And please continue with your story.
And the number one thing I noticed, actually a couple things I know. One, in Texas, a lot of people in Texas are a lot more simpler. And I kind of like that a lot. I was like, because that was my first time really going outside the state. Like, Adam, but Cali, that's very close. It's very close. I don't really truly count that as being outside the state, because literally I can drive there 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
But going to Texas, definitely different in terms of it's a lot different. Like, living is simpler.
They are simple people.
They are very simple-minded people.
No,
Get out of here.
We had to take a shot at our boy.
These guys are taking shots at me, but I feel where you're coming from for sure.
Hey, I'm actually with you. I just like tagging up my guy to my right here. That's all. I actually feel I love the simplicity of shit, and like I actually think that everybody in life overthinks every little thing that we do. Like, I'm like, dude, why can't you just dumb this shit down? Why do you have to take it to the next level of something? And it should just be simple. Like, dude, like, this is literally an A and B thing. You took it all the way to, like, MN, all the way through the thing. And then what if this? I'm like, dude, this is what we got going on. Go with it. Damn.
Yeah.
No, literally. And then the second thing, and this was huge for me. Oh, my gosh. The traffic. Traffic's a whole lot better in Texas. Traffic here is terrible.
Terrible.
That is true. I've driven in California before.
So we looked up Santa Clarita. It's correct me if I'm wrong. Is that like a suburb of LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like yeah. Okay. That's what we thought too. We're like, damn, dude. He's like right outside LA, bro.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Not interested in that traffic. Well, we're about to roll into a segment to ask you some kind of fun questions here. It's called Rio's Randoms. But before we do that, I do have one last question. So like Jimmer said, I think he's on the same side as I am. So we're looking at your huddle profile, right? And everything about it screams athletes, man.
Yes.
4.52 40, your shuttle's fast, the 355, everything, man.
Go ahead and tell them what we believe in. There's athlete, and then there's what?
Athletes.
Yeah, there's 3 syllables for those special ones, you know?
Yeah. So we've talked about the past. We've talked about what's going on right now. What does the future hold for Moises Haynes? What are you looking to do, man?
Well, my recruitment is open right now. I've gotten a lot of offers, a lot of offers, PWOs. I'm still talking to a lot of D1 AA schools. I'm talking to a lot of D2 schools. I can definitely tell you guys that, I'm going to be suiting up June, July for sure.
Hell yes.
And for fall camp in August. So that's no brainer. September rolls around. I'm going to be playing big time football for sure.
Heck
so that's,
yeah.
That's a no-brainer. Now it's really finding the correct school, the right school for me. I've been praying about it, and my goal truly is to make a decision between 3-4 weeks. If I can make it sooner, that'd be a blessing. But between 3-4 weeks, because I definitely want to be wherever I'm going to be for summer ball. Get to know the coaches, the team, a lot more, to get to know the environment wherever it is, and then when fall camp rolls around, like just go to work, and the number one thing, have fun, because you know what, anyone anyone would wish to be in that position. So, and yeah, that's where you guys could catch me.
So I do have two for you right now that we're gonna try to press. Okay.
Okay.
Iowa Hawkeyes, you look real good in black and yellow, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Agreed.
You'd also, even if like that wasn't the one, another one you look real good in, purple and yellow. UNI, University of Northern Iowa Panthers, bro.
Wow. You know what's funny? I hit their coaches up and on Twitter, and they like my film.
Yeah.
But I think they have a lot of running backs. Maybe that's the only issue.
They don't they don't have the right running back then.
Yeah, they got the wrong one.
I'm just keeping it real, dude. I watch what I watch. You and I definitely. I'm like, what are you thinking right now?
Right, no kidding. Yep. You're gonna be at ISU every year. You signed Moises here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I hope the coaches are hearing you, man. Like for me, I do my best to keep it humble, and to keep to be humble about it. And do I believe I'm a D1 athlete? 100%. Do I believe that? Do I know that I can play in the league? For sure, 100%.
Damn straight.
At the same time, I do my best to keep my humility and because it's a blessing to even have the talents that I have. So
here's the deal, Moises. You can be humble. We respect that. That's what you got to be. But that's why we're here. We're not going to be humble for you. We're watching this shit.
Right.
We're seeing what you can do. So we're
seeing
going to pump
it.
this up, man.
Right.
Yeah,
we're seeing the tape.
We'll go ahead and do it.
Stats.
We'll take care of it. All right.
We're pumping it up for sure. I'm sure you're going to keep the cards close to the chest and tightly wound there. But are there any top 3 schools you can put out there?
Top 3 schools I can put out there. Oof, let me see. That I've gotten offers from or interest or.
Any of it.
Like kind of where maybe you're leaning.
Yeah, any place you're leaning. If you want to keep that private and close, that's fine. Just seeing if you want to put that out there.
Like we kind of got to ask.
Okay, none in specific order.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
For the coaches, interest that I really like. I talked to the coach was Austin, PA.
Okay.
All right.
Talked to the running back coach, and they have a genuine interest in me. Morgan State.
All right.
Okay.
They DM'd me and they said they want to keep in touch with me. And then I'm tied. There's a 3-way tie between and this is not for third place, but they're just tied in its own thing.
In general, got it.
Yep.
In general. If I'm not mistaken, Indo-Borough University. That's a D2 in Pennsylvania. I liked SAG-U football. They're NAI, but it's something about that program that I really like the bond. It really reminded me of high school a lot, like the bond.
Yeah.
And that is school I was thinking of. I can't think of the other school.
Okay.
But yeah, that's in not no specific order.
Well, I mean, you look like you've got a lot of interest generated. I was checking out Twitter and whatnot. So a lot of decisions you're going to have to come up with and choices coming up here soon, it sounds like. So you got a lot on your mind for sure.
Almost definitely.
But a good problem to have for sure.
So
we're going to roll into this segment called Rio's Randoms. I got 3 random questions for us. We're all going to answer. Nothing too serious. Just kind of throwing it out there. Just kind of give your best answer, whatever you think, and some kind of fun for us to do here. So I'm going to roll right into it.
Let's do it.
Rio's Randoms tonight, brought to you by Bose Power Washing. Coming out of Belmont, Iowa. Hit them up at 641-903-1720. He'll do all your power washing, cleaning the gutters, mowing, weed eating. He'll get it done for you. Spring is here, so make sure you get your stuff taken care of.
So nice of a guy that he'd probably even drive all the way out to Santa Clarita, California just to do something.
You dang right.
Yeah, damn right.
But let's be real. We just had a tornado come through this bitch a couple days ago.
Yeah.
So there's probably some stuff to do out there.
For sure.
So if you need it, hit him up for sure.
Tonight for Rio's randoms. First one. Choose one. Free gas or groceries for life?
Tough.
Moises, go ahead and go first. Which one are you choosing?
Free gas.
Especially right now, that's not a bad decision.
Yeah, right now,
Damn.
How much is gas out there in California?
It really depends where you go. I've seen the craziest. I've seen 689.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Man.
Yeah, I've seen the worst. Trust me. So I mean, I promise you, it gets up to like $8. I might have to invest in a bike.
You probably get places faster anyway, right?
No, there you go. Because
With the
gas-
traffic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have to fill my tank every 3 to 4 days, and it's terrible.
Terrible.
It is so damn expensive, man. And I'm coming from where it's like $3.89 right now, and we're like bitching about it.
See, I would love it.
Like I ain't trying to
He's
rub
mad
it
at
in,
us
dude.
right now.
Yeah, I ain't trying to rub it in, and he's got to drive further too. You know what I'm saying? Because like that whole suburb around there is like damn big. You know?
It
Yeah.
hasn't been 389 since 2019. Okay, like so, like you gotta.
We're pissed because it's gotten up that high.
With all due respect, right?
Man,
Damn.
I'm going to go free groceries. I
Free
think.
groceries,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm going free groceries because I have like 17 children.
Yeah, that's true.
So, along with the gas prices, the grocery bill has went up too. Like everything's so much more damn expensive. What did you say, Danny? We all got a cow. Like we split a cow for meat, and he forgot to pull one out of the freezer, a hamburger. Had to go buy some fresh stuff. And it was up to what, $5 a pound?
Yeah, over $6 a
Yeah.
pound. I don't know what you're paying in California, I guess, but that's pretty high around here. So
Yeah, for beef, for sure.
Cali's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is disgusting. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I don't even want to know this.
Right, I don't even want to know the
I
number.
actually don't even want to bring this up anymore because I feel like we're a bunch of whiny bitches.
Right?
He's doing like way more. Damn.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna go groceries as well. I don't quite have 17 kids like Jimmer over there, but
You're catching up. You're one away.
get out of here. So I think if I lived back in Texas, where he traveled a lot and there was a lot of commute going on, I'd have to take gas. But for right here, and especially I live where I work, I'm taking groceries for sure.
yeah.
Next up, would you rather be a wide receiver with like a 30 to 40% catch rate, but just fast as heck, like Hollywood Brown, kind of, or
That's
short-handed,
perfect,
or short-handed as heck, basically like 100% catch rate, but you're slow.
I want to go with. I think I want to go with. Dude, that's a tough one. I will give you
It's
that.
hard, yeah.
Actually, I'll let Moises. I'll let you go first. You play football regularly. What do you got?
Wow, how slow though.
Hey,
Yeah,
right.
see? Yeah.
Let's say you've got tight ends pass, which everybody's fast in football, but you got you're slower than a tight end.
Ooh.
So like, oof, that's slow. So like 40 time, like 4.8, huh? Like,
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. We had a tight end on commit for James Madison a couple episodes ago, and his 40 time was 4.7. So
Slower than that.
Oh my gosh. I'll have to go the first one.
Speed, going all speed, huh?
It's tough.
It is
Like,
tough.
Speed isn't everything, but I know speed is important in terms of like
What they look at, for sure.
they look, and like in terms of movement, like I'm not just talking about the 40-yard dash, but I'm also talking about switching direction and everything. So like if the 3-cone drill and just switching directions across on the field. So
I'm huge on that, by the way. I'm not big into I like the 40-yard dash is sexy and everything. It's a sexy one. I'm actually huge into the 3-cone. I want to see how quick you can change direction,
that
get back
direction.
up to speed. That's what I like personally.
I think to be honest, I think that's more attractive than
Yes.
than the 4.
Yeah.
Like I actually had a debate with one of my friends. He was like, would you rather be really fast in the 3-cone drill and run a 4, like a 4.6, or run a 4.4, you're slow in the cone drill. I'm like, I would rather run a 4.6 and be fast in a cone drill, because football, you're switching directions all the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and yes, speed, speed does kill, speed does matter, but if you're running a 4.4 but you can't switch directions, that's why track exists, right?
Yep. R.I.P. John Ross' career.
There you go. So
what do you got, Danny?
Yeah.
So you're going speed. I'm going to go the other way this time. I'm going to go sure-handed. I'm going to be kind of a Mari Cooper-ish, I suppose. He's not super fast. He's just a good route runner with sure hands.
Okay.
So something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the sure hands too. Actually, pretty simple. Actually, I like the speed and everything, but they may not touch the field. They drop the ball too many times, and if you are Aaron Rodgers, wide receiver, you will not see a single ball after you drop that first one.
That's the truth.
So no matter how fast you are, I'd rather be that guy that he trusts that is gonna catch the ball every single time. That being said, I would also like to blow past somebody, like slow is slow. I already am slow. I kind of want to go the fast route.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're going sure-handed. Yeah, okay, so myself, I'm going to go with speed. I think I'm going to run by everybody, but not only am I going to do that, come on, coach, give me some jet sweeps, give me some stuff like that, let me return punt, kicks, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going with speed as well. I think just ultimately I'll be better because maybe I get a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, right? He still throws it to him even though he drops a lot of them deep balls.
Yeah.
True that. Okay.
And my final one for tonight. How much money would it take for you to eat a snake that's still alive?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, it's not poisonous, it won't bite you, but you've got to eat, let's say, a 12-inch snake, and that thing's still squirming and alive. How much money is it going to take for you to eat that thing? Tax-free cash. You get this thing as soon as
You want me to go first? I can go first, Moises.
Yeah, go first.
I'll set the bar for you.
Hold on. He's gonna get our numbers and then be like,
yeah, that's all right. No, I'll set the bar. I know he's looking for that bar, right? I'll give you the bar.
Okay.
First off, snakes are one of the filthiest creatures in the world.
Yes.
Nasty, everything about them. If you're biblical, you know that they're the worst things in the world, right? They tie everything to that. They're gross, disgusting. It's gonna be a solid. And you said alive, right? You said alive.
Yeah, it's got to be starting alive. Yeah.
It's got to be started when you eat it alive. We're talking bare minimum. The conversation for me to sit down and talk about that is $500,000. The conversation,
yeah.
Where it would actually probably happen if we're being real is going to probably be a cool meal, bare minimum.
Okay, all right.
It's disgusting thinking about. Dude, no.
Jesus.
Yeah, Danny, what do you got?
That's insane.
That is not insane. That is gross. No.
I feel it is high too. What do you got, Danny?
That's high, man.
No, alive, Danny.
Okay,
not chopped up, not skewed up, not
no,
cooked
but you
for
cut it up, right?
Yeah,
no. He said it has
to. It's got to start alive. Yeah.
How are you going to chew a whole snake, bro?
I thought you meant when you take your first bite, it's still got to be alive. That's how I took it.
It's still going to be alive by the time you cut the tail off.
The tail, he may cut the head off and it's done.
Nah, it's still going to wiggle and jiggle for a while.
No, you can't cut it. You're biting the head live.
Oh, you're biting the head?
You're biting it.
Okay,
that's how I answered it.
I'm going from the ass end first, but 500,000.
You would. That's your rap sheet, bro.
Starting from that rear end, I'm out there getting it. 500,000. I'm doing this thing. Tax free. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take as much as anybody wants to give me, I guess. But $500,000.
That is, come on, give me a number.
Yeah, I feel like I'd probably do it for $10,000. No big deal.
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe we should have let you go first.
Yeah, I'll take $1 million.
Right, Moises, I'm sorry, the bar is all over the place.
Yeah. Good luck with this one.
All right. Now, you know what I would do? To talk, I agree. About 500, 600,000. And then for me to actually eat a live one, I said, over $1 million, because after having that, I could just invest it.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. But you're not sitting down at the table for under $500K, right? For the conversation starter.
No, for the conversation starters, 500.
500K.
For sure. All right.
$10,000 over here.
And that, folks, is what I have tonight for Rio's Randoms. Make sure you check out our guy Kevin Beauchart if you live in the Northern area. He'll get you hooked up for all your cleaning needs. So make sure to contact him.
Boom. Well, hey, Moises, we really appreciate you being on, man. We know you're going to crush it here this summer. And to be honest with you, you're looking at 3-4 weeks before you're going to make a decision. Hit us up.
Yes.
I got you.
So we would appreciate that. We'd love to hear, like, not only that, like, if you want to give us a jingle and you now said whatever, anything like that. But bare minimum, we'd love to have you on again at some point too. So So hit us back when the season's going, like how stuff's going, all that shit. We would appreciate that too. We'd love to talk to you again. You were a great interview.
No, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. And I'll definitely hit you guys up. It was fun. I love the question.
Awesome. So right before I let you go, I got one last thing I'd like for you to do. Playing college ball at the next level is something a lot of guys never get to do, the opportunity and everything like that. Can you just touch on for a second anybody you'd like to thank for helping you get to this point in your life and career?
Definitely God, and definitely my mom, because first my mom, but besides God, because God I glory to. First my mom, because my mom's a single mom. To be a single mom, to play, mom and dad at the same time is not easy. She could have easily told me, hey, like, you got to provide for family, got to help, and that would have been perfectly fine. But she did both roles. So definitely my mom first. Second, I want to thank thank Coach Dominguez. Coach Dominguez was a high school coach in Valencia High School, and he's always been in my shadow, in my corner, not shadow, in my corner, and he's always checked up on me, DM'd me, texted me, made sure I was okay, especially mentally, because sometimes football could be extremely tough. I thank my running back coach from College of the Canyons. I thank all the coaches at College of the Canyons. I definitely say that. I thank all the coaches for at College of the Canyons, but especially my running back coach, Coach Allende, because I used to go to his camp since I was like 14. So he's really helped me develop myself as a premier running back. So and he's trained D1 running backs. He's trained NFL running back. So and so I've been training with him since I was 14.
Awesome.
I also thank my high school coaches, because they saw my talent. I have to thank them because they saw my talent and they let me do my thing. And if it wasn't for them letting me do my thing, we wouldn't be here today. So they let me do my thing, and I have to thank them.
So before we do let you go, I just want to let you know that seriously, bless you and your season, and definitely your mom. Seriously, it's for all the single moms that sit there and battle that shit and take care of business, do the mom-dad role, and help raise a man. Like I know my mom was a huge part in that too, and it's all single parents. I shouldn't say just moms, but you know what I'm getting at. It's not easy life. I don't know how I do without my wife assisting in it. So, damn. So
Yeah.
But hey, we appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on. We wish you luck in this upcoming season and your decision ultimately, and we hope to hear back from you.
And the podcast will be on tonight?
Yep, podcast will be up later this evening. YouTube as early as tomorrow, so we'll get it shared out and tag you in it wherever we can.
No, thank you so much. And again, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely, sir.
All right. We'll just catch you later. Bye.
Catch you later. Bye.
Beautiful. Man, good kid. We're definitely going to have to hit up some colleges for him and help him out because
oh, yeah, for
he
sure.
deserves a shot.
That he does.
Not just an athlete, but definitely respectful and definitely, seems like the kind of cat you would want on your team.
Well
so.
articulate. He gives everyone props. His offensive line, he gave nothing but love to. That's exactly who you
love.
want, right?
He already talking about how he loves the grind. He's not one that easier and handed to him. And that's the kind of guy you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Before I kick off with news and notes, Danny, you took your 7th personal day out of 5 that you were given. So,
Yeah, I did.
all
Yes.
joking aside, though, you had business to come up. I asked Rio a question in the last one. Your wife, did you listen? Were you have a
I
chance
haven't
to
heard
listen
this one
yet?
yet. No.
So your wife comes up to you. She has one birthday present. Yeah, we do have to take our shots.
We got a couple shots to take, boys.
Yep. You have one. She has one birthday present or anniversary gift, and this is the only thing she wants, Danny. Nothing else you could give her, literally, and she'd be pissed if you gave her anything else. She comes up to you. She's like, "I want a photo of you on a bearskin rug doing the Burt Kreischer where you're just covering your junk and you're nude, and it's going to go in the living room, hanging up on the main wall.
Okay.
You doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Without
Also-
question, right?
Yeah, no question.
Also, you also just agreed to we're doing a weird magazine photo shoot.
Let's go. Let's make a calendar.
What was the idea of yours?
yeah.
What are you wearing? What are you rocking?
Like a
God damn it.
what do I call it? A
Just-
romper. So that's what we're wearing. Well, that's what I'm wearing for our photo shoot. We're gonna make like a sexy photo calendar of 3 gig.
So we have to wear clothes.
Optional.
Ish.
Ish.
So what he's talking about is like those suspenders, like farmer suspenders, kind of.
Yeah, but cut off
But
into
like
jorts.
cut off into jorts, like where his sack is almost hanging out, and then
Okay.
like one strap is off.
Yeah.
You know, like real.
I'm gonna bring jorts back this summer anyway. So
You bringing
that's totally
jorts back
fine. Yeah,
anyway?
I'm gonna rock them this summer.
Okay, taking it back.
Taking it back.
Take it back.
Bringing
So,
them back.
so you know how this started? He's like, "What? I can't remember what you call it. What do we call this?" I'm like, he's like, I can't remember what you call it, and I'm like, basically dressing like douches.
I was like,
He's
oh,
like, yes.
perfect.
He's like, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
We're just talking. We're gonna knock out our shots for the fights. So thank you, Thug Life Cattle Company. Not really for the 10 high bottle. It is now kapush.
Now it's
Pop-
gone.
The end
It's
of
about
an
to
era.
be, but the bottle's empty. It's in our shot glasses. The end of an era. We can finally fucking move on from this horrible but great
shit.
whiskey
Toilet cleaner.
toilet bowl cleaner that they
Keep your sponsorship. Actually, just please,
Yes.
for the love of God.
Yeah,
please.
Like, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I fucking spilled some on the old computer, and that's why I said "God damn it" just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
But here's the deal: this side of the desk has never been cleaner. So like, this is so clean right here.
Dude,
That's not good.
That's
Stainless
almost looking
steel
as new
cleaner.
as when we put it together, right?
That is not good. Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna bet we're gonna bang one out. I'll probably go all 3 because this is nasty.
One of you guys are gonna have to pull this up, but before we get into news, let's pick the playing games. Let's pick the winner of the playing
For
games.
these
Oh,
two.
I already got one right. All right,
Yeah,
got one right.
we
the other
both
night,
did.
Yeah.
We both did.
Oh,
Pelicans.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So for tonight, it is the Pelicans and
Well, yeah. So the Cavs are playing right now. They're playing Atlanta, and the Pelicans are playing the Clippers.
true honesty. Don't even have ESPN up. You can see it too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to ride Atlanta's hot hand and playoff Trae Young.
Because he checked the scores while he's outside. But
No, really, I haven't.
that's where I'd go to though, Atlanta.
I did have it up, so just for full transparency, Cleveland is up by 10. It's almost halftime.
Okay.
But I would pick Atlanta too with Trey.
Yeah,
I trust
Trae.
Trey. Yeah.
Playoff Trae, ridiculous. And then I do believe it's the Clippers and Pelicans, right?
Yeah. And Paul George is out.
Yes.
Take him.
So even before that, I'm going to make this very clear. Even before that, I'm riding the hot hand of the Pelicans.
Brandon Ingram playing well.
And
CJ
you
McCollum
brought up
playing
CJ McCollum too.
well. Lead that young
Like
squad
leading that
through.
young squad, help lead them to and that sealed the deal with Paul George to me,
Yep.
being out for this game. So I'll go Pelicans too.
Yep, me too.
Okay, I'm going to go Clippers then.
Okay.
Yep.
So for a shot of the peach next one that we got.
We'll do a
Okay.
whiskey wager.
Well,
Okay.
Here we go, boys.
Here's one of them.
One of them up.
The end of an
Two
era.
up. Yep. Holy cow. I took a breath and swallowed fire.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
Oh my God, 3 in a row.
Oh, Jimmer knocked down 3 in a row. Okay, might as well go our second one.
Oh yeah, no, we're getting
All right, cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Oh, dude, it tastes so much worse the second and third time. It does.
Yeah, it doesn't get better.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, dude, if you have that type, I'm telling you right now, if you drink this regularly, you are an alcoholic. Oh my God, it's dedication.
That's horrible.
Oh, appreciate you.
But she's gone.
She's gone. We're done. That's the last bit of misery right there, gentlemen.
It's the end of an era.
Danny, what are you gonna do with the extended life you have from now on? Of the years that you left on the table with the shots you've taken of that shit.
Yeah, listen.
On to rich and
I'm
rare
gonna live
peach.
forever. So, yeah, and you know what? It's funny. The peach didn't taste bad. I think because we had the 10 high. Now that we don't have that, I think we're gonna be like, fuck this. I think
Yeah.
So
This is bad.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm actually with you. And one more thing before we go. What are you thinking of Elon Musk, your boy, possibly buying Twitter? It looks like it's about to go down here, actually.
I thought they were shutting him down.
They were, and then it was, all right, then fine, I'm selling all my stock type of shit. And
what's that going to do if he does that?
yeah, bottom out.
Yeah.
Bottom out. So this is like, do it or you're going to bottom out anyway.
Yeah, the only way this doesn't happen is if the government oversteps what they should be doing and stops it.
Because of what? Hey, Conspiracy Corner.
Conspiracy
We
corner.
talked about this last night at work.
Oh, yeah. I said we
Why
need
would
another
they
one.
shut it down?
Freedom of speech is the biggest deal with Twitter, right? They get to control what people are saying and stuff.
Yeah.
But they don't want Elon to open that up so people can say what they want, essentially, right?
Because he's talking about not only would he buy it, but he would take it private too. So like flat out, these are gonna be my rules, not based off of investors.
Yeah,
Like,
well, so if he does end up buying it, which they should sell it because it's like, I think he's offered to buy it for like $56 a share. Right now, shares are worth about 44.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're looking out for their investors, they need to sell it.
yeah,
But they're not. They're worried about themselves because if he buys it, he's going to let go of that whole board. They're all gone, right?
yeah.
So there's going to be a reason that he doesn't end up buying it. It's not going to be a good reason. It's going to be overreached by the government. There's going to be something not good.
That kind of like stops that, right?
Yeah.
or prevents it.
Yeah, the interesting thing that I've heard a lot of people say about that is people are thinking kind of backwards, depending on what kind of echo chamber they live in, and they think that Elon wants to buy it so people will think like him and do like he does and shit. And I'm like, I think you've got it backwards. Like he wants to open it up so people can say whatever they want.
Right.
Right now, you could get shadow banned or banned for just a minor offense, right? There's
Yeah.
no like clear rules. There's no clear.
Well, you can be as naked as you want on there, though. You can do as naughty as you want there.
Right.
But as soon as you express anything negative towards a particular political party or anything negative
Your
towards
belief
that,
about COVID.
your belief
Yeah.
about COVID, then you are down, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be amazing if he could end up buying it and it happened. For some reason, it's not. It's just just like Epstein, right? It'd be amazing if they arrested him. Great, they did. But then what? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Just like that. So,
Have you seen the video game Ready Player One?
the movie? Yeah.
Yes. Damn
Oh,
good
yeah.
movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the only one. I love that movie. Me and my boys can watch it multiple times.
Have you seen it?
Have you seen that movie? You need to.
It's legit. Yeah.
It's damn good.
Kids can watch it with you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's damn legit, and it's kind of leaning towards where we're going as a society. The Oculus is kind of leaning
With
towards,
Facebook.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facebook, the whole works, right? And the first thing I think of is, so I had heard that Elon Musk is a very weird, socially awkward individual because he's so intelligent.
Yeah.
You know,
It's hard. to
what
listen
was
to.
on Ready Player One, the main creator? Socially awkward
Very.
because he was so ridiculously smart and he wanted the freedom to go to the people,
Yep.
right? Like he didn't want like investors coming in and they have like, you have a bunch of goddamn ads in your eye view is what this thing was kind of too, mixed with a bunch of stuff. But he was a genius, but he's socially awkward.
Yep.
I had heard recently that Elon Musk was socially awkward. Like he's so intelligent that he doesn't know how to have like a normal kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? And I could be 100% wrong. I was just what I was reading.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
but-
he was a weird cat from the beginning.
But it
you know.
reminded me of Ready Player One.
Yeah, he's an alien for sure. I mean, he named his last kid fucking an equation, basically.
And
right?
his
So-
mother of his child. I think they're split now.
Yeah, I
right?
think so too.
Look like it. I mean, I'll be honest. She looked like an alien or like out there, right?
Right.
She was out there.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, what the heck?
Are you
And then-
are you getting towards that Leah Remini? What is that? Does what say it? What is-
Scientology?
Scientology.
Yeah.
You ever heard what Scientology is? I had to look this up because I didn't know what the hell they
awesome.
were talking about. Basically, and there's many people that believe this.
I should have more drinks for this.
There's so many people in this world that believe this. Like Tom Cruise is one of them. They have some major actors that believe it. They believe they came from.
Who's the Grease guy? The guy from.
Yes, John Travolta.
Travolta is a big one.
John Travolta.
Yep.
They believe they came from basically outer space. They're a being of like way better existence, and they were brought here for a reason to the Earth.
Oh, fuck. I guess if you have enough money, you can say whatever the hell you want.
That's me dumbing it down. I'm not trying to get like written up a bunch of blow up things but I'm being the way I read it. Like,
great job, Jim. We're gonna get cancel cultured over.
It's very cult.
It's very cult.
cultish.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you've got to have money to be able to say that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want.
Can you though?
I can.
Can you?
I can. Doesn't mean that there's not consequences.
Yeah.
You didn't say without consequences.
That is 100%.
You say whatever
true.
you damn well please. There's always consequences.
Yeah. You can always get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can say it.
A lot of people forget that
Right?
too.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that they do,
they get
yeah.
away with say. They think they can get away with saying what they want. No, motherfucker, you can get punched in the mouth too.
Yeah.
With all due respect. All right. So, the Colts are signing cornerback Stephon Gilmore to a 2-year, $23 million contract, gentlemen.
The Colts. Oh yeah, definitely. Helping their defense. I think they already had a stingy defense. How about that team? They get an upgrade at quarterback. Everything stays the same for the most part. You get an all-pro cornerback. Good for them for sure.
So they sent a private jet to go get this man because it looked like everything was looking like he was going to sign with the Rams because they have endless salary cap.
Yeah. Fucking insane.
They sent a private jet to pick this man up and bring him there. So just want to give you a little bit of that too. But what do you got?
Ursay, right? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Hey, Jim, hit us up. We'd love to take a private jet anywhere. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, I'd take it from here to Mason City.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we'll take it to Mason, walk back. I don't give a shit. Let's go.
Let's go.
Definitely. Obviously, I can't even think of who they have back there.
Desir.
They have a bunch, dude.
They have some good
But
pieces.
almost no matter what, an upgrade, right?
Oh, no, it is. So they're
that's what I'm saying.
What I mean is like they're arguably the best corner group in the league if they stay healthy.
Yes.
Like that type of shit.
I know Miami's really good too.
Miami's is good. There's
There's
some
a few
good
teams,
ones.
but
They're definitely in the conversation now. It's like the best corners in the league, right? It's a group. They also signed his name is escaping me right now. I'm trying to bring up their depth chart as we speak. But they signed was it Kenny Moore? That's what it says right here. They maybe it was. They brought in a safety from Philadelphia who was with Frank Wright there also, but their corners, which they do not have listed right now on NFL.com.
Rodney McLeod.
There you go. There, McLeod. Rodney McLeod. They brought in a safety.
Okay.
Then what? They have our old boy there still, Xavier Rhodes.
Yep.
Kenny Moore.
Who else you got?
I don't think Xavier Rhodes is there anymore. Didn't he?
No, he's there. He signed like a 1-year contract, I think.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, type in Xavier Rhodes if you can.
But
But their defense has been vastly underrated. They lost their defensive coordinator. He went to head coaching.
He's not
gig.
on the depth chart there.
Yeah, I thought he went
Oh, I thought he went somewhere too.
Oh, now you're making me open.
Carolina or
open up two pages.
Miami, somewhere over there, southeast.
Xavier. We'll look it up quick. So that we're 100% correct, right?
Yeah, let's do that. But you're right. They either way, it upgrades them. They're maybe except for running back, they don't have the most talented player at any one position, but they have overall the depth and the talent that can stack with anybody.
He's within the
March 24th. So they just don't have him on the roster. March 24th,
he's with the Colts.
He did
Okay.
resign with the Colts.
Yep,
Okay.
he's with the Colts.
Couple
That's
weeks
what,
ago.
So they have Rhodes. That's a nice number 2 if you're bringing in Stephon Gilmore. Xavier Rhodes has always been the clear-cut number 1 for the most part. He had a couple up and down seasons here and there, but
Number 2 fits better.
but
right?
number 2 fits better at this
Yeah.
stage in his career. Now you had Stephon Gilmore, and then you had what you said, Kenny Moore.
Yep.
That's not to mention.
McLeod, right?
Yep. McLeod. They have Darius Leonard, of course, at linebacker.
Yep.
They had DeForest Buckner, Kwity Paye.
Yep.
They took care of, or that they drafted last year.
Yeah.
They also brought in
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yannick Ngakoue. So
Underrated
this,
Bobby Okereke.
This defense.
I think it's going to be tough.
This defense was already, a lot of people forget, a damn good defense. People, they always took care of business, right? Took care of business. They lost their defensive coordinator. He got a head coach job. Much appreciated, much needed or whatever. And they brought in another guy. He was with Seattle. He went down to Jacksonville for a minute as a head coach. Now he's up there as defense coordinator. You remember how they all their defense coordinators went somewhere and they all from Seattle and
yeah, I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
No, it's not Richard, right?
No, God, I'm
not Chris Richard, right?
No.
Okay.
Damn it.
I don't know where he went.
But either way,
Cowboys,
these guys are also lining up with his style of defense too. Is my point that they brought in to replace Eberflus.
Yeah.
And so are they? So they're competing for.
Yeah.
That automatically makes them compete competition for the AFC South.
I don't think that alone, but I think.
But
with
that
Matt
helps,
Ryan,
right? Right. They
I
already.
think Matt Ryan brought.
They were already in that, right?
Yep.
Right.
I think with Matt Ryan
need
that
a
brought that
receiver.
in.
Are they a legitimate? Yes.
Not
So
yet,
we're gonna
not
get
yet.
to it. We're gonna get to it. Yes.
Okay.
As of right now, are they a legitimate
Not yet.
Super Bowl contender?
No.
Super Bowl, no. But to win that division, I think I would
They have
be
a legit
shocked
shot, right?
Yeah.
to get the division.
Legit
That
shot.
AFC's so good, man.
So they don't need to. So my next question for you is, they need a receiver, like you so eloquently put it.
Yeah,
You
Ty
don't-
hasn't signed anywhere, so
No, but do you really need to go out and do that? What I'm saying, they
You
don't
looking
have
at the
they
draft
don't
or
they
what?
don't have a first round pick. You've seen we did a mock draft ourselves, right, as a team. This is a deep wide receiver draft. Do you see them going anything other than wide receiver now that they filled all these gaps?
No. Well, it depends on where they're at. Where are they in the second then?
Oh,
We don't have to look that deep, but
I-
it depends on where they're at, right?
I think they do end up picking up an offensive piece.
depending
I
on
think
where
it's got to be receiver, yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on what falls, if like someone stretches before that,
Yeah.
'Cause
you
like,
don't want to stretch too high up, right? You don't
like
want to do that.
that Bama receiver could fall to second, right?
Jameson.
No, the other one.
Williams, right?
The other one.
Jameson Williams.
No, Jameson Williams will go in the first round. The other one. I'm with you. The other wide receiver that got injured too.
Richie.
Oh yeah, he got hurt later.
Mechie.
Yeah,
Mechie.
yeah.
John Mechie
yeah,
the
that's
third.
Right.
Yep.
Mechie, yep.
That wouldn't be a bad pick, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think any draft pick they bring in for wide receiver, for the most part, with a Matt Ryan-led offense and an already established number one wide receiver, is going to succeed.
That's gonna be big, yeah.
So I think
seen a
anyone
couple
with
mock
some
drafts
versatile.
where the Cowboys taking him in the second.
Mechie?
Yeah,
I think that someone's going to steal. I really do.
I think somebody would be too.
I think they're getting
I wouldn't
steal.
hate it for sure.
No, not in the second. Like it. So you're all talking about we talk value is where all this stuff comes down. Yes, technically is it a value at second because he was injured? No, but he's gonna way outperform a second round because he probably wouldn't have went first round had he not got injured, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I believe.
Yeah. Probably.
I watched him. We watched him.
That's dead.
So
Yeah.
all right. You already touched on it. Paul George has tested positive with the vid, and will miss the Clippers play-in game against
For
the
fuck's
Pelicans
sake,
tonight.
I didn't know that's why he's missing the game though.
Yes, tested
I
positive.
seen
for
the
vid.
health and safety protocol deal, so I figured that's what it was.
Yep, for the vid. It's still
If you're a Clippers fan, you're pissed, right?
you're still getting nipped, right?
Oh my god.
Like this is still like a thing. Like, are you unless he's feeling sick? So let's not get too insensitive, because the vid is a very serious thing, especially when you get the real side effects of it, right? He doesn't want it. He's so pissed. I'm trying to keep a straight face. He's so like motherfucker. We've had it. You've had it too at some point.
Yeah.
When I had it, I'm not a professional athlete.
Yes, that's
So
the key.
it
That's
didn't
the key.
it didn't take me down. COVID didn't take you down either. Let's make this very clear. It didn't take this man down. It was the after effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was from because he couldn't move around and shit like that because it kind of whooped him a little bit, and then he got pneumonia
Got
from
pneumonia
that.
from laying in bed.
From laying in bed because your lungs were active enough, right? A lot of people forget that. Like, you need to get out. Like, I tell my wife that, like, every time she gets like a sinus infection, she wants to lay down and shit like that and like relax. I get that, but you actually need to get your lungs moving because that's also where you get pneumonia.
Yep.
Right? You need to get them moving. Kind of, Chris was whooped from it, and he's told his story on here before. Listen to the previous episode.
So how did you get herpes?
There was a crazy time.
Herpes. I thought it was syphilis.
Whatever.
We've heard different stories.
Hey, by the way,
have-
are we educating everybody on syphilis now?
you went crazy
Hold on, are we educating everyone on syphilis now?
Yes, I guess
Okay,
so.
so he had to be educated too. I don't know if you know this. Syphilis, I used to think when I was a kid,
Your
was like a
sex talk for
sexually
tonight.
was like a sexually transmitted disease. It is not. If you had chicken pox, you will get it. If you had chicken pox as a kid, you will get syphilis at some point in your life.
Can I educate you on something real quick?
Give me
Not
some.
that you're not saying anything wrong.
Give me some.
Before that, like historically,
Yeah.
you guys know you're a history guy too, by the way. So the Whig Party, like
Yes.
as far as right,
Okay.
Yep.
you know where that came from, right?
No, please inform us.
So
I kind of do. I
so
think. But go
many
ahead.
of these guys ended up with syphilis, and one side effect of having syphilis is losing your hair, and so they'd end up having to wear a wig.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so that's part of where the Whig Party came from as far
Okay.
as politics go. So many of them caught syphilis. And what you're saying is interesting because it's like initially, I don't know, I learned this 10 years ago or something, but it's like you think, oh, they were just whoring around, right? But maybe not necessarily.
Yeah. No.
maybe it
No.
came from something else, so.
A lot of people will tell you
We
that.
gotta stop this shit because I'm gonna start getting syphilis shit popping up on my phone.
I know.
No. Let me tell you. My wife's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you fucking around on?" No.
See,
So this is what happened. I said some shit about the Titanic the other day. I was like, something about the Titanic, right? What am I getting all across my Facebook right now? Fucking goddamn Titanic shit.
replica.
Fucking
Come
pages
visit
that I don't
us.
even fucking follow. So now I'm gonna get all these. Here's a picture of syphilis and all that good stuff. So
That being said, I was just giving you a little bit of something. You can look it up later. I was under the impression too that it was always a sexually transmitted disease. You actually get it, a high majority of it. I'm not giving 100%. This is what it is. If you had chicken pox, you will end up with syphilis at some point. They do have something that can either knock it down or you won't feel the side effects of
You
that.
get a shot in the dick. I know that for sure. But.
You do know that for sure. That's fucked up.
That's a makes sense
Hold
story
up.
for down the road. Not to do with me, but somebody I know. Yeah.
Damn, dude. I appreciate
Literally.
that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But the way I understand it is that from chickenpox, if you had it, you have a high risk.
Did you have
of getting-
chickenpox?
I have.
Yeah, I did too. We all did it the
We
right
all
way,
did.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So my
I
kids
did it by accident though.
Oh.
Yeah.
I told you. So I was in the hospital. I got ran over by a lawnmower. Right?
Yeah.
God damn it! You can't do that.
Talk about a couple strikes against a kid. Fuck.
An accident.
I don't care how many times I've heard it. That's not a normal thing. You just
Yeah.
say, I got ran over by a lawnmower.
Yeah,
But
it
at
makes
that
it sound
time,
so nonchalant.
So I was just balling out, right? Anyways, I ran over by this lawnmower, and I'm in the hospital, and this girl, she was kind of my crush through middle or elementary school. Anyways,
Allie?
the teacher,
Allie?
great teacher.
the teacher that watched me take a poo.
Okay.
Allie?
Yeah, no,
Dreaming about her before?
No, what was her name? I want to say it was Stacy. I think they were Mormon or something like that because there was something going on where she wouldn't cut her hair, and so it was down by her kneecaps.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. That's how I remember her best, anyways. But she come to visit me at the hospital, her and her mom, and then they got a hold of us later, and we're like, oh yeah, she broke out chickenpox later that day. So that's how I ended up getting it. So it's kind of a good thing though.
Yeah. So there used to be a thing. Anyone that's watching, if we have younger viewers or anything, I didn't have this, but there used to be what was called a chickenpox party.
Yeah.
That's how you just take care of it. You get it, you be done with it. I do believe Sweden, I could be saying something wrong here, but I do believe Sweden was trying to do this with COVID, honestly. They're like, hey, live your life. We get it. Let's get past through it type of thing.
Did
We're
your
just gonna
parents
protect the vulnerable?
Your
Yeah.
parents have is it polio, where back when they basically wiped it off the earth,
Yeah.
and they have the shots in their arms, the big thing. Do they have the
Yep.
scar? I know my mom has it.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of weird shots,
Yeah,
but
just
you
weird
can-
shots.
Back to sports.
Back to sport. So the other big ass news I'm sure you've heard about, Danny's about to get erect over there.
You're not already?
Yeah, he kind of is. Agent for the Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray pulls original contract proposal off the table, and it's being reported that he won't play under his current deal.
Yeah. So I read into this a little bit. There's going to be a lot of money. One, he's losing, like won't get it all. The fines come out to over $5 million. But hold on. Before even all that,
Yep.
he's not going to make any money. And then, because of contract stuff, verbiage and stuff in his contract, it's about $5 to $6 million he's going to have to give back from his signing bonus. So think of it like $12 million. He will have to not part of that he's going to have to pay back because that goes in out of his signing bonus.
Yep.
So he's got to really think about if he's doing this.
With all due respect, Rio, I appreciate everything you bring right now. I want to hear what the dude that's sipping on water over there, because he has a hard on against the Cardinals, right? Like everything you said was awesome. I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, full bore under there.
There's not good. I told you guys that, and then they got beat up right away in the playoffs. So I was right.
You're not wrong. Hey, first off, you're never wrong.
That's right, baby.
Yes.
Yep.
Correct.
But no, it's tough because you come out of college and you think you're a baller. You sign a contract you have to with the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think the place to try to renegotiate a contract is in your very first contract, right? Because what are we in, his third year?
Yes. So he has 2 years left on his contract. Little touch up if you didn't know. 2 years left. Not 1 year, 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Correct.
And it's insane. And so he already wants to fuck himself, right? But you're not going to be able to bring anybody else in. It's basically going to pay for you and Hop, right?
Yeah.
Because Hop is, top 5
We
now
talked
paid
about that.
receivers,
Yeah,
right?
we looked at that.
And
I
then
was
he's gonna
shocked.
He's probably going for the number 1 paid quarterback,
Yep.
right? At this point. So it's like you're already going to fuck yourself, man. Let the talent come in and then get paid like you signed the contract for. And I understand if you've been in the league for a while and you're like, no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's still not a great look, but I understand if you're like, I'm definitely underpaid for the last 3 years of what I've done, so I want to renegotiate.
Has he, though?
No, not him. No.
Okay.
But in general, like if you've been in the league a long time, right?
Yep.
But for Kyler, dude, in that, I think that original report that talked about him being a diva and everything else, that's just coming to fruition.
Light, yeah.
So DeAndre Hopkins' dad came out specifically and said that he's one hell of a diva.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
that was
shit.
literally in there. Like DeAndre Hopkins, or was it DeAndre?
Or
was it Larry
you
Fitzgerald?
know that's coming
Sorry,
directly from
back.
DeAndre,
I take that back.
Right?
I take that back.
Oh, yeah. It
Larry
is Larry
Fitzgerald's
Fitz.
dad.
Yes.
Larry Fitz's dad. I take that back. I'm sorry. Larry Fitzgerald's dad said that he was one hell of a diva. Right? Now, that being said, he may hold a high standard because Larry Fitzgerald did not act like that, right?
Correct.
That being said, you have 2 years left on your contract. I understand you're seeing dudes getting paid. They're getting paid $40 million a year.
Yeah, but that's not what happens. Sorry.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Like,
This is
you're going to get your money, dude.
You were under contract. Negotiate or do this shit in your final year.
Right. You're going to get your money regardless.
Why
And
would
he's
he?
going to get more.
Hold on.
Right.
At that point.
Take 2 seconds right now. I want Danny on this one. Touch on it secondly. Danny, you're the Arizona Cardinals. Why wouldn't you just give him? Give me the reason why you want to give him $40 million plus right now a year for 5 years. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the years. You know, his $40 million is the starting point now as the starting quarterback. Give me the reason. I hope you say the same reason I'm gonna say.
Well, the biggest reason is he doesn't deserve it. But if you want to go beyond that, it's because I want to be able to build a team around him as opposed to having no extra talent, right? So we got some defensive pieces. We've got a great receiver. We've got a top 10 tight end. We could get some better running backs, but running back isn't that expensive. So it's like, who else are you going to be able to pay after that? But the main reason is because he doesn't deserve it.
Okay. Great answer. I want you to elaborate on that.
He doesn't win, dude. He hasn't won shit.
So he does win, but not quite what you're expecting.
Right.
I'm agreeing with you. So let's make that clear. You do realize this dude, like his ultimate, like these guys that are getting paid, right? We're talking about the D Cars, the Aaron Rodgers. Derek Carr is probably the lowest one that's been paid recently, and we would all take him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I actually started thinking about this. Would you take Kyler Murray on your team right now for your substitute? I know who your team is and yours. I'm pretty sure that Rio wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
Over Dak.
So, QB record for his career,
Yes.
22, 23, and 1.
Yes. I already knew this information.
And
That's
that was
what I'm
after
asking you.
that was after a good year for the Cardinals
Yes.
this past year.
He's only passed for his highest touchdown percentage for passing is like 26, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's fine.
What word are you looking?
It doesn't matter.
Touchdowns, 26.
In a season.
Yep, 26.
Yep, 26.
And he had
He had-
12
he had-
interceptions in that same season.
And he had
Sounds
like
like-
11 rushing touchdowns. Is he worth? I was thinking about this. Like, God, if the Vikings like threw something in, would I be excited that they took him?
No.
Would you be excited?
No, Kyler
Even
Murray,
if you got rid
listen,
of, Kirk Cousins'
no,
contract.
I don't care about all
Okay,
that. Listen,
got you.
Kyler Murray is a good fantasy quarterback. I will draft him. He'll play on my fantasy team. But if I'm legitimately counting the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL, he's not on my list. I'm not taking Kyler Murray in the top 10.
This is the
This isn't. If you actually did it, think it in your head. I don't even think you would.
Danny. This is the first time we agree with something that has something to do with the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, and he wants.
I'm actually
be
with you,
top three,
100%.
right? So-
Like, I'm the Arizona Cardinals and their quarterback. I do not believe you just bend over backwards. If I were the Arizona Cardinals, I'd say, fuck you, you're under contract. This is what it's going to be. If you do not want to play, that's on you. You don't want to get paid.
Yeah.
Go play baseball for the Oakland A's, who literally demolished your team.
Yeah, I mean, show me the can you really say he's gotten better?
No.
I mean, look at his.
I looked
so
at
he went
this.
up in yardage second year, but he went up and he had 6 more touchdowns after his rookie year, but he had the same exact number of interceptions, 12. Then he throws for less touchdowns. Of course, he missed 2 games. He throws for less touchdowns. Has
But that's also
only
part of
2
it,
less
too.
interceptions.
Hey, that's also part of it too, Rio. There's an injury concern. The dude gets banged up every time, too.
because he's little, right?
He is.
But here's the deal. When
He's
you,
not Russell Wilson little. He's actually littler than Russell Wilson.
Really, he's only had 2 missed games.
Banged up, though.
Right.
maybe
Is
that's
it only
that's
missed
where
2
you're going.
games, literally?
Yeah, he's only missed literally 2 games.
That was this past year, right?
Yep, this past year.
Yeah.
The
But
year
he's
before
played,
he missed one.
Game started 16, and 14 for last year.
So he missed 3 games.
So here's the deal. When you
There's 17 games.
Was there?
in last
Oh, there were
season.
17. Okay, so yeah, 3.
want to get
But still,
paid
that's actually pretty
that
good.
top quarterback money, you have to have stats. That's part of the baseline and
Yeah.
how they decide what your contract's going to be.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. Whether
You're
you
not-
can say he's a big reason of why they won so
Yeah,
many games, right?
yeah.
You could say that.
They're above
but there's no
500
proof
for
in the
him,
pudding,
right?
dude.
I'm
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
They're above 500 because of him, right?
Yeah, but
They're
22,
more than relevant.
23. Say you even give him that tie back, and it's on to win. It's only 23 and 23.
Danny, I
Right.
know you hate. I
Exactly.
know you hate this man, or at least have shown hatred towards Cardinals.
That's true.
That's more than true.
I
He's
wasn't
doing it out of
wrong.
his
They
way.
weren't that good.
I hold on. I'm not trying to beat you up now. I'm really not. Your hatred for them has been.
Let's clear something
Well
up before you ask
documented
this.
in our
Whatever
show.
this question is, let's clear something up first.
Yep.
So what I said was the Cardinals would be the 3rd best team in that division last year.
Is that the only thing you said?
No,
Reno?
so let's be clear about that. You guys thought that was
Yes.
hating because you said they were going to win the
No,
division.
no, absolutely.
But if you look back on the season,
I don't disagree with you. No.
what were they in that division?
Hold on.
The 3rd best team, right?
I love the passion.
I wasn't wrong.
I love the passion. I'm not saying you're wrong. We're never wrong. We are never wrong. Right?
I was not wrong in that situation.
I didn't say you were. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
did he
Well,
not
you
hold the
pump
boner?
brakes, 'cause
Hold
I
on.
also saw some of your other picks. So.
Hold on. Did he not have a man boner to like everything they did though from every week on?
Yes.
Okay.
only because you two jumped me. It's
Hey,
no big
no,
deal.
I appreciate you.
no big deal.
Do it. Ride it.
Yeah, whatever.
You are 100% right now. You are.
What's
All right,
that?
what were you
TikTok?
going to ask, though? What
Yeah,
were you gonna
he was
ask?
right.
He wants to ride.
Would you take right now? You said that you would not take Kirk Cousins, even trade for Kyler Murray. No way, shape, or form. I wouldn't either.
God, I don't. Oh my gosh.
Let's go with a and me and you aren't like big Kirk Cousins dick riders either. Let's make that very clear.
You're not.
No.
I think I would, on the fact that, God, what he could bring to that running. I love your running back, and what he could bring down that read option.
Our receivers, I believe, are so much with the receivers we have. I think they can adapt because we have the best receivers in the league, in our opinion, of course. Naturally, no, our group of receivers, we believe it. I don't give a shit what he says. We believe they're the best in the league, right? Especially as a group.
I think this year, yeah.
Yep, but I do believe that they're.
How many shots did y'all take? Did y'all take a couple more?
Excuse me?
I don't know if you're going to say Dallas last year.
wasn't
got the crown.
I
Okay.
wasn't even
Who
going
you
to say
got?
Dallas.
Who you got?
Goddamn fucking Cincinnati.
That's damn good. That's a good. Yeah, that's a good one. It is.
They don't do much outside of Chase, though. Like, the talent's there, but they don't do shit
The
with
talent, yeah. I like them
What
more.
does Kirk do? The fucking.
it. Thielen and Justin Jefferson both have stud
Okay,
years,
so
right?
you're two. Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
And
So
that's
the-
it. That's it.
No, fuck
That's
you.
it?
No, fuck
That's
you.
it?
I was there
You're
actually.
two?
I was gonna actually.
Who's your
have-
other one?
Hold on.
They have
I was
three
gonna give
guys.
you some love.
They have three
I was gonna
guys
give
they
you some
throw.
love.
Oh, man.
I do have one.
Yeah.
I was gonna give you some love until you did
Who's-
that.
who's your other
Till you
guy?
did that. KJ Osborne, baby.
Stud.
Not,
KJ Osborne.
Because-
Yes,
no,
look his shit up. Look
you
it up.
like him.
Look it up.
Okay,
No, look
and
it up.
He's better
He
than
was a-
those. He's better than the Cincinnati. Any
Then
of
the
Cincy
third wide
receivers?
receiver.
As
T.
in
Higgins.
Maybe.
Listen,
Better than T. Higgins.
Is he
No,
better?
third. T. Higgins ain't the third wide
So
receiver.
you want to call Tyler Boyd the third
Yep.
one? Okay.
you get more production out of those three than you do the three combined with Cincy.
Yes.
Because you have to, because there's nobody else to throw to.
Yes, sir. It's
Since
tight
he-
end. Tyler Conklin did just fine. They have weapons, and they're bringing back Irv Smith Jr. too.
Big
By the
Irv,
way,
yes, sir.
by the way, silly bastard. My point is,
You're
you,
not.
So
You're not the best fucking.
So
get outta
no,
here.
no,
You're
no.
not.
I didn't say
Miami's
we
pretty
didn't-
good. We got some good
hold on,
teams
we
out
didn't-
there.
Hold on. We didn't say the best. I said we were in the conversation of the best, right? That's what I said.
That is not what you
Why
said.
does it- yes.
That is not what you said.
Is that
No,
what I said?
you said we had the best. I was going to say, I will pause this, and we will go back, and I will let you listen
You put
to
your
that.
foot-
Hey,
Grab
hold
it.
on. We're
You
arguably the
Take it.
best.
We're taking
Yep,
it. We're taking
yep,
the
we're
best.
taking it.
Yep.
We're
If you
arguably the
had,
best.
yeah, if you had said we're
Yeah.
up there,
Kirk Cousins,
I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Kirk Cousins,
You start saying
Kirk Cousins,
something
and the receivers
not
we have.
smart
Let's,
shit.
let's build our stuff on.
Yeah.
The Kirk Cousins and the receivers that we do have. The reason why they are good, and they are good themselves. Let's not take away from what they do. The reason why they are is also because the system and how it works. And he plays a great system. We have said many times, what is Kirk's biggest weakness?
Improvising, yeah.
When everything goes to plan, is he not one of the best in the league, honestly?
Yeah.
Can I get Rio to say that? If everything goes to plan, nobody's in there,
Let's
his
say
face.
He's an okay.
He's one of the best, I'm saying. If everything goes to plan.
If everything goes to plan.
If everything goes to plan, there's nobody.
Like if we didn't have Dak and we were quote unquote stuck with Kirk Cousins, I wouldn't like hate it.
No.
Right.
No, but if let's say that he was getting rushed and all that shit and the game plan went the way it was supposed to go.
KJ Osborne averaging 5 catches a game. Tyler Boyd 8, 67 receptions. KJ 50. Osborne
He came on late.
655.
He came on late, bitch.
Played in every game.
He came on late, bitch.
Tyler Boyd played in one less game. 828 yards. KJ Osborne 655.
Do me a favor. Go ahead and look at the last 5 games. Both of them.
You can't adjust the
He's
stats.
a rookie. Tyler Boyd is like a 4th-year
You
player.
can't adjust the stats now that you said he was better. We're going through it.
KJ Osborne
The one
was
thing
a
he
rookie,
does have
was
on
he
him.
not?
Gentlemen, the Cavs game tied going into the fourth quarter.
I love it.
Cavs Hawks.
I love it. We'll move on to the next sporting event. You can do your thing. I'm just saying, KJ Osborne was a rookie out of whatever round, nowhere near the first or second. And the dude caught on fire late in the
Yeah,
season.
and we'll see what happens with Big Irv, too.
Yeah.
That's going to add a big piece. So
Cowboys, Kelvin Joseph. This is exactly where me and you were talking. Was passenger in vehicle in which fatal shots were fired, but did not shoot gun, his attorney said.
I don't know what these
what the hell?
fellas don't understand, but the company you keep, right? The company you keep, even if
Yeah.
you're not. You know that the league loves to hate. Roger Goodell loves to hate on the Cowboys. He'll suspend them over whatever. I could see a suspension coming for sure,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what.
no matter what.
even if you were 100% innocent bystander, right?
Yep.
As in, what we take as innocent. You hop in a vehicle, you didn't know anything about anything in there, and the shit goes down. By the way, the only way the cops find it innocent is if you literally jump out the vehicle after you find out something's illegal.
So if he doesn't get charged by the police and the league suspends him, would you say Deshaun Watson should get suspended as well?
Depends on the story. I want to hear what happened with old boy. Like, legit. Like, did he say, I don't know, they're driving down the road and the guy that shot whoever happened to notice them. It wasn't a planned deal. So he's like, fuck, I'm going to get, and then he bails. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. Then it's like, okay, then you shouldn't, right? You shouldn't get suspended.
Or you find out
weren't
he's
trying
like,
to be
hey,
there.
bro, what the fuck you doing? And he already popped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
That.
I just don't think, I think a thing like that is planned, right?
Me and Rio talked about this. Like, I'm tired of this bitch move in life. Get your ass whooped like a man. That's the easy way to put it, right? Go out there, duke it out, do your shit. You lose, so be it. At least a couple things, even if you lose, a couple things made it very clear. You're not taking shit, right?
Right.
You're not. Bare minimum. Hey, you're coming down, we're going to hang and bang. Bare minimum.
Yep.
If you want to get hit in the face, because I'm not going to lose, like, where you're not going to not get hit. This shit where we just, like, pull, like, I'm not anti-guns and shit. I think that, I believe anyone that does their, it's a freedom right. It's your thing. You should have the right to do that, especially if you do it legally. More specifically, if you do it legally, I should say. But when it comes to, like, a beef is like when you're in fucking I don't know, whichever one I put it, a club, a prison, a jail, or someone just in your work, or it doesn't matter what the scenario is. You get in a beef. All right. If it's that bad a beef, let's go throw fists.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's done, it's done.
Right.
Plain and simple. You usually gain respect. Respect for someone that you get into it with. Even if you whoop his ass, right? I gain respect. This dude came out to the road. We fucking hang and bang. I whooped his ass 100%. Maybe that's the scenario. I gain respect for you because you manned up and we did it this way.
Yeah.
All these people were so embarrassed. No, I'm not even going to take the words out of Rio's mouth. Rio, what did you say when you say why they don't do it that way?
People are so embarrassed after they get beat up or whatever, and they want to, oh, well, he beat me with this, I'm going to do this to him, and it's always something else. And that's why it needs to go back to how it was in the day. Me and you had something going on, we went out on the street, we fist fought, and that was it. But these days, that's not where it ends.
You may even share a beer.
Right, maybe afterwards. But that's not where it ends. The guy usually who loses leaves pissed and comes with a gun or some sort of weapon.
Because he's embarrassed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? What are you embarrassed for? You hung your ground. You just got beat up.
Yep.
You hung your ground. You stood your ground as a man. Doesn't matter. Still, like, you're not getting pushed around. Guarantee the next time around, that dude didn't want no action because he doesn't want to hang and bang with you. Even if he won.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of which, Cowboys just can't stay on the news, right? When it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
Agreement has been reached to nullify a $518,000 sale for the Tom Brady's final touchdown ball.
Good.
Duh.
Yeah.
Like, hey, bro, like, well, there's a two-part part of this. As the seller, when you sold it, it was. Do you actually agree to do that?
Nah, it's legit. You can't.
So you pull back even if it was, because I think it went for like $518K or
Yeah,
some
that's what it was. Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. You got to be legit about it.
Like
Sucks
we are,
to
we're
hit,
humble. We're real people like that. He's lucky. Whoever bought that thing, it was the last football.
Mm-hmm.
He's lucky he ran into the very rare few.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people.
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah.
There's so many people like, nah, I'm sorry. When that got posted, it was his last touchdown pass.
Right.
It was.
Yeah. And consequences, man.
Yeah. Dodgers ace Clayton Kershaw. You missed a little bit of this conversation, right? Reiterates it was right call to remove him during perfect game play. Let me give you a little something, Danny. We didn't get your opinion the other night, right? I'm going to give you a piece, and that is there has been 23
in the history. Yeah.
in the history of Major League Baseball, which is what? America's pastime. Appreciate you, Rio. 23. Let me give you another number. Over 220,000 baseball games have been played, Danny. He's 6 outs away. He had 13 strikeouts up to that point. Please give us your opinion, and I want you to think of both sides too. Think about he also coming off injury, the blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I heard what he said after at least one of the times. I didn't know he got talked to twice. In my head initially, I'm like, he's only 80 pitches in. You let him finish, 6 outs left, right? But then when he was talked to later, you could say some of it was like support for the team, and it's like I want to back what they did. But he also said his slider wasn't firing right, and the pitches weren't feeling as crisp as early in the game, so he was fine with it. So I think if he wasn't fine with it, he might have fought it a little bit. But it might have been the right move long term. I don't agree. I think you give him a shot, but
yeah, a perfect game. He's thrown a no-hitter.
Yeah.
You know, I think if it was a no-hitter and whatever, you pull him.
Yeah.
Perfect game, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That does not happen.
23 out of 220 plus thousand games.
Yeah, I think he says he was saying everything you needed to say. That's what you say. You know,
yeah, even if he's right, like you give him a shot, right? Then if there's a hit, if there's a run, if there's whatever, pull him, right? I think that's probably the move.
So you're kind of touching on what my belief is. You are like you kind of touched on it right there. You let him keep going.
Yeah,
you let him.
You don't rob him. You don't rob the baseball fan who they're trying to like boost the numbers.
Right,
you don't rob them. The teammates who are also we touched on that. What a lot of people forget about because the person that gets the notoriety is a pitcher.
Right, but the catcher, he called a perfect game.
The catcher called a perfect game. The outfielders caught the perfect game, too. Everyone played their game to do that. Yeah. You didn't throw 27 strikeouts.
Yeah, you're not like Randy Johnson.
Yeah, right? You didn't do something. Yeah. So there was defense, too. You may get the notoriety. You know what? It comes back to those boys get that work, too. Like, hey, he might have pitched it, but I caught it. I was the center fielder that made sure that made that ridiculous catch. I did it, right? Give everyone an opportunity for MLB history. They're looking for big-time stuff to bring their brand up, right?
I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the prices have been elevated all through the ballpark.
Have they?
Yeah, they have.
I have not seen that.
Elevated everywhere. And it's horrendous. You know, I follow some pages of fans and whatnot, and people are just bashing the prices of how jacked and
try to make the difference.
But that's what they're trying to do.
Yep, trying to make the difference. They just paid all these cats too, right? I'm signing this up all right now. Like, figure out your fucking work schedules. It's my nice way of putting it. Opening day next year. I think we should take each one of our boys. Yeah. Or girls too if they want to go too. But like our daughters, our sons, take them up to opening day. I've never been to an opening day game.
I know.
Rio was thinking about bringing it up too, and I think it ended up on like an awkward day because it like stretched out or something.
I was probably gonna have to watch the Twins, so
that would have been good for you.
That'd been perfect.
And your soul.
No.
Yes.
We'll take it.
Back to that though is purely give him a shot. If he struggles a little bit with the first batter, even if he gets him out, let's say like he's like struggling, and someone finally gets him out like because of pop fly or something like that. But you don't know. You don't know if the first pitch was a pop fly, pop out. Second one was a ground out. He may have only went up to a total of 90 pitches.
Yeah.
He would have maybe total.
He could have thrown 86. He could have thrown 86.
He could have went 86. Yeah. Give him the shot.
Yep.
Everybody's about nobody in the United States, even fans of the Dodgers, 100% fans, not just myself, where I've just been a fan for like 5-6 years. I'm a Twins fan, but we always agree. You can pick one from the other. But I've been to Dodgers. My point is nobody would blame them for keeping him in, and he got injured. You can get injured in warm-ups, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Right? Would you blame the Dodgers for keeping him in on a perfect game?
No.
And he got injured?
No.
Would you?
No. Now, maybe
Hindsight's always 20/20.
if it
Somebody-
was-
No. Just
would.
point blank. Let's say
No.
we have something that
No,
may
I
come up
wouldn't.
here.
No, I wouldn't.
Would you blame them for keeping your guy in?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You would.
Now, if he had given
It's
up a
perfect
couple
game.
hits and they kept him in, and then he
Yes.
got something, yes, absolutely.
Yes.
That's what
But
we
a
got
perfect game on the line?
A perfect game on the line.
Perfect game. Not a no-hitter. A
Right.
perfect game.
Perfect game.
Okay.
Big difference.
And so, I don't know if you guys saw this. Baker Mayfield says he feels disrespected by the Browns after they traded for Deshaun Watson last month. 100% in his quotes. Mayfield said on the YNK podcast, you need to come to 3 Gig Sports is what you need to do first off. Released Wednesday. I was told one thing, and they completely did another.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got to say whatever they want to say to try. Because ultimately, if Deshaun had picked Atlanta, they're probably playing the season with Baker, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it's a business. He shouldn't get so butthurt. That's the one thing I don't understand why athletes get so butthurt. One, you're probably still going to be in the league and make plenty of millions of dollars. Number two, it's a business. Day one, you walk in the door. There's no, unless you're just that oblivious, I guess. But you should know that it's a business. The teams are looking out for their best interest, not yours. They don't give a fuck about you unless you're producing on the field for them. And he wasn't. So they're always looking for the next best thing regardless. So, yeah, sure, they're going to tell you one thing, and they're still going to be looking to upgrade.
Right.
No matter what. I mean, that's the kind of business you're in. And if you haven't come to terms with that, that's your own fault.
Yeah, it's really weird. I listened to a bunch of that interview, and it was like 3 hours of fucking – it's just awkward. It just wasn't a good look for him.
Yeah, I watched it too, and that's the first thing I said. I said, this is not a good look. Because now teams that you wanted to go to, because he brought up Seattle, right, and that's where he was thinking his best option was to go to potentially play in whatever.
Which probably is still.
Yeah.
Probably is, yes. But I'm just saying, like, is that the best look you want to give a team?
Yeah.
That as soon as something goes south or whatever, that you're going to go in there and just shit talk?
Yeah, if your options are limited, you got to figure out how to sell yourself, right?
Exactly.
To those teams. And so you got to be mature about it. You know, Cleveland did what they had to do. They felt this was the best move.
Heck
so I'm going
yeah.
to move on, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Like, you have to – I don't know. I don't know if anybody's helping him with that kind of stuff. Maybe he's just trying to be Baker authentic, but it's not – he's got to change that, man.
Hey, I told him they should have been listening to me in the first place. He was not the number one pick in the draft, not the number one quarterback. So I'm
going to go contrarian. And that is...
You can be wrong. It's okay.
I'm never
You can be
wrong.
misinformed.
I'm definitely never wrong.
I just saw you take 3 shots earlier, so I'm not sure about that.
Back to back.
The number
I still
is
taste it. I can't even deny it. It tastes like shit. I have to play a little bit of contrarian here. For multiple reasons. Number one, I'm going to ask you guys a serious question. Are you tired of every time that somebody comes up to the podium and they get asked a question that they give you a wishy-washy answer? The correct answer to give you. Are you tired of hearing that? I'm asking you a question.
I could care less at that point because I know most of the time they're saying or going to come up.
Versus being 100% real. That's what I'm getting at. Versus 100%.
Would I rather? Basically, you're asking me would I rather them just give
be honest with
whatever
what they feel
or
like.
some
Or they're wishy-washy. What everybody gives. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with being the third string quarterback. Blah 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 blah.
I guess I don't care that much at that level.
Okay.
Yeah, I think saying the right thing shows a little bit, especially in certain situations. Like, you can keep your composure, right? So if you're not able to, in a conversation, say the things that you know will help you get to a different position, then what's going to happen in games when shit gets, thrown off? Like, if you can't keep your composure and do what you need to do
and lead the
team, right? I think that's Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not against anything what you guys are saying. I'm saying you personally. Would you rather hear the truth? Would you rather hear the same wishy-washy thing where we all have heard it many times? Yeah, this is what he said. No, actually, that isn't what he said. Oh shit, what did he actually say? Because you're used to hearing the same thing over and over. He put it out there. It bugged me. It bugs me. Right? We have all been highly sold on, ever since we started this podcast, that we don't believe that he's going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback, that he's a serviceable starter, and he'd be a great backup, right? Mm-hmm. That's I unless I'm wrong. Maybe I'm speaking for you guys wrongly, but feels like we're kind of all on the same page.
Yeah.
Great backup. He'd be a great backup.
Great backup.
He'd be a serviceable starter if you need him.
Yep.
He's not going to be the guy. Are we all on the same page or no?
Right.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So he aired his stuff. I understand where you guys are getting at. Like, that isn't what teams want to hear. He has limited options anyways. Like, hey, I believe. What else is he supposed to say? I'm trying to go contrarian here. What else is he supposed to say?
Exactly what Danny was saying.
Why wouldn't I be pissed? I believe, and you should believe this, if you believe you're the man, right? Why wouldn't I believe that I'm better than Deshaun Watson?
Well, if he thought that, he would just stay there and fight for the job, but he doesn't. He wants out. He says he's wanting out.
No.
Yeah, he's already requested
yes.
trade. He requested trade for him.
Yeah. I agree with that part. That is not the reason why he's actually fully bailing. Any person would know. You just fully guaranteed this man for how many years? They are starting Deshaun Watson as long as he's eligible, no matter what. Mm-hmm. You're not competing with that.
Right.
No matter what, you are. If he is eligible by the NFL, he is starting the game.
Correct, but he asked for a trade before that even happened. Mm-hmm. It was rumors, and he asked for a trade.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I do get that.
So if you think you're the man now, why not just stay in battle for the job? Now, yes, when it comes out and they guaranteed, you're fucked.
But that being said, this isn't the same regime that drafted him. This regime went out and was talking about picking somebody else during the conversations of picking up Deshaun Watson in the first place. Mm-hmm. So this touches on what you're saying, like he was acting like that before. What I'm saying is, like, he doesn't feel the support of the franchise.
Yeah, especially at the quarterback position, man. You
have to produce, I think.
You have to produce, but you have to take responsibility even when it's not your fault.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything
all
is
the
on
losses go on the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
No matter even if
what happened,
it's not really his fault.
What happened if OBJ was still there and he threw fucking 6 money balls to OBJ and he kept dropping the ball? At the end of the game, does he call out OBJ for that? No, you can't do that.
You can't do that,
right? It's the same situation with the interview. Even though he, kind of getting the shaft by the team, you can never acknowledge that. You're a professional. You have to act different than what we do fucking in the garage here at the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys.
More
ish. I listened to a interview today with one of the security personnel from. It was on SiriusXM Mad Dog Sports. We can fill a time gap for you if you'd like. That being said,
that's about the only gap that Jamaica can fill for you. But
that is quite literally the only one. She woke me up the other day. It was pretty great. That being said, though, I heard an interesting one from the security guard that was there. He's like, when you watch and it was for the Browns. He's like, you watch all these players out there, making sure that fans are getting in this, that, and the other. And he's saying that all these players, it doesn't matter. Like every average, everyday player, even if they're great, whatever, is out there making plans. They have plans made before the game's played, like what they're doing after the game, what club they're going to, where they're going to party, who they're hanging out with, interviews, like what we're doing, so to speak. He's like, the one thing I noticed every single time is that Baker Mayfield would take every loss personal. He wasn't that guy doing that. I'm trying to give you a little perspective of what I was like listening to. That's all I'm trying to give you in this is that he took every loss personal, even if it wasn't on him. Even if you said that it was old boy, like yes, you're supposed to swallow it, and for the most part, he would. Can you name a time he wasn't? Up until like when they were showing commitment to him.
Well, most of it was on him.
That's
Yeah. No. I'm actually with you. But the few times it's like you play conservative football, we're expecting him as number one pick to be the reason you win,
right.
not to play okay and not be the reason you lose, even if you play okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you with this. I'm just trying to tell you like what I feel is like he took every part of it personal, took every part of it serious. His wife was right there, and he would be like not moping, that's the wrong word, but he wasn't making plans on his phone to go hang and bang and do this and the other, like a frat boy.
And that's cool. And we may value that, but what does an NFL franchise value? That's not what they
Rub
value.
and tugs?
Maybe
Rub and
Robert Kraft,
tugs,
I don't know, but
winning.
Rub and tugs? Actually, it's becoming more of a trend right now. You brought the Robert Kraft, but then you have Deshaun Watson.
right. But, that's all I'm saying is they're looking to win, put W's on the table, keep up with people in their division.
So now that I played the contrarian, I'm riding you guys completely on this one.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Back, front, whatever. Back it up.
Reverse. No big deal.
But mine is fully you need to, if you believe you're the man. I'm not talking about the competitive part because they already paid old boy. I'm not even talking about that. Compose yourself, get your shit sucked up, and show that you could be somebody else's.
Yeah, because you know what?
Like,
other people have literally gone to new teams and revitalized their career.
Yep.
Maybe
and shown like, look what I will do for your franchise.
Yeah.
Well, what I mean is I literally played through a broken ass shoulder on the non-throwing. I played through that because we were still in playoff hopes.
Cleveland's been known as quarterback killer.
They also let him play with that, which we at the time said that was their decision, right?
Yep.
But here's the deal.
So that means what?
They did not give up.
No, what's that mean about us though?
We were right once again. Yeah. So.
But if you're Baker, like it's great. He does have that competitive spirit. That's part of the reason we like him, right? As a person, not necessarily as a quarterback. Man. But here's the deal: you're not improving anything.
Where he went to college.
He's not improving anything. Like if you're that competitive, you need to make steps in your game, and he hasn't done shit.
You had one of the best. Yeah, I'm with you. He had one of the best wide receivers, and we were easily, all of us were. Definitely at this desk for sure. We were literally blaming OBJ, right?
Yep. No, you were.
Because of the Giants, and then you're showing the same thing. He goes out there, not a single bad word said about him, not a single bad thing said about him outside of his quote unquote quarterback. In every locker room, we find out. We find out he's not like that. Right. And you don't throw to the one of the most versatile weapons in the National Football League when he was on the field. Yep. You don't throw to him. There's an issue with you. Matthew Stafford showed you how a professional takes care of that. Even if I'm going to throw a pick, I'm going to show you I'm going to throw to my most versatile weapon and give him a shot. Yep. Even if our timing is off, guess what? I make that throw for what? For future that I know that we're building our continuity right now.
Right. And to be fair, I mean, old boy played with Megatron, so no one about
used to it.
I was gonna say no one about throwing it up and give your guy a shot.
Yeah,
but he's plenty used to it.
But he could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could have easily just stuck with Cooper Kupp and the dudes he was used to. Yep. He's like, you know what? We're actually leading this game.
But he's played with the star and he knows what to do.
I'm going to throw it to him, keep him happy.
Yep.
I'm going to throw it down there in triple coverage.
It comes with the experience.
And he did it. I remember watching a couple games. I'm like, Jesus Christ, why'd you do that? Mm-hmm. You know why you did that ultimately?
When old boy come down with it a couple times.
So. Yeah. And it builds confidence in each other.
Yeah.
You know, you build your receiver up. They're divas too. Build them up.
Yep.
Like, hey, I trust in you. Take care of the job. ESPN's college basketball analyst Dick Vitale, cancer-free, rings bell to signify end of chemotherapy treatment.
Awesome story. Rooting for him from the beginning and ever since it come out. Awesome to see him make his return, and then that's, of course, the ultimate goal. So glad to see that happen.
Yeah.
College basketball and Dick Vitale. is there anything more goes together? And if you say fucking Joe Buck and Troy Aikman over there, I swear to God.
I wasn't going to say that, but.
You were thinking it probably.
Nope. I was going to say lube and never mind.
Oh. You nasty.
But yes,
getting with your favorite team over here. Like you so alluded to a couple an episode ago. Maverick star Luka Doncic to miss Game 1 versus Utah Jazz due to calf strain.
Yeah, I think him being out evens this. I think it's going to be as long as he's out, it's a slugfest. So I think it will be the most even matchup as long as he's out.
Okay, now Danny, be real. Luka Doncic is out. What are their shot?
Yeah, it's little to none. Especially, I don't think he's just gonna miss one game, man.
Yeah, they said no timetable.
Yeah, there's a couple things, right? So like the average time that a player's out with a calf injury is like 16 days. And
minimum, right?
I was telling him
60, that's average.
Michael Gallup missed like
in the NBA,
weeks.
I guess in the NBA, right?
Yep.
Is 16 days, and so that's going to be way past that first game.
Yep.
But also, I was thinking about this earlier. Who was the last player that had a calf injury that ultimately something worse happened when they had him come back?
Oh! Great.
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're saying.
So I don't know if he plays at all.
Go ahead. He doesn't know. He's looking all
Who is
starstruck.
it? Yeah.
Kevin Durant.
And then he
what
tore his
happened-
Achilles.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles when he
okay.
came back.
He had a calf strain, and they forced him, and they can't not force him. We don't know 100%. Blah, blah, blah. But he came out, and they played a massive minutes because they were trying to win a championship with the Warriors.
Yeah.
He tore his Achilles because that's putting extra strain on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if he'll end up playing at all, and they will not win the series if he's not there.
Mm.
I think, and I agree with you 100,000%, and that is, I think they have a very, very good team that could compete. I really do. I think everyone knows their role. They have the perfect role players. It kind of vaguely reminds me a little bit of the, whatever year was that, 2010?
11.
Was that 11? Yep. 2010, 11 year that they won. I think they have everyone that knows their role, and they have great pieces in those roles. A team is built around one player for those roles to work. That player is not out there. That player, that will not work.
Mm-hmm.
Doncic is that player, and that is also the reason, which will give you a half chub, that he at least deserves, bare minimum, conversation for MVP.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Conversation.
Yeah, that's why I thought you did.
We're all agree on Doncic, or Jokic,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
or at bare minimum, Joel Embiid.
Yep.
Or at least our boy Miles are in the studio. But what we were talking about was bare minimum Joel Embiid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Doncic needs to be at least in the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go whiskey wager on that. I say they win the series.
Yeah.
Who they got? Who they got?
Utah.
Utah. Yeah.
Okay.
You in too?
Yep. Only because of the Doncic.
Yeah.
That is 100% the reason.
I agree because Utah's not that great either. So.
Yep. Oh, we're throwing a whiskey on it. You're taking a double. Then,
Double real.
Double.
He doesn't give a shit.
Hold on.
It's Pete.
Now he wants to
It's
take
a
a
triple.
double.
It's
It's
a
a
triple.
fucking peach.
It's a
You
triple
piece
real.
of shit.
This peach it goes up 1.5. So we're doing a
Yeah.
we're doing.
You're doing three
son.
3 to 1.5.
I'm not doing 3. I'll do the double.
We
I
tried.
won't do the 3.
Yeah,
tried.
Double's fine. But yeah, it won't be as bad. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, oh, he's like, yeah, let's do a whiskey wager, double it. He even debate it. I should know better.
For your team's sake, I hope he doesn't try to come back too soon either, man.
For both.
I really
So
don't.
for multiple reasons, the NBA playoffs will be better with him in it, right? Even
Yeah,
as a casual
definitely
fan,
will.
Yeah.
it really will be. And I don't want to see them ruin him either. So I understand, like, let's make this work. Let's do this, blah, blah, blah. Don't rush him back, though.
Yeah, I hope not.
Especially with something like that, because you literally could tear that. It's literally been proven. It was in the playoffs when he did it, too, when KD did that.
Yeah, wasn't it against Toronto, actually? I think they were in the finals,
I
and he came
yes.
back, and that's when he tore it.
Yeah, and he kept pushing, and he didn't blame the Warriors. He was actually, for Kevin Durant, he was professional with it.
Yeah.
But if you were to take care of him in the first place, it would never happen, probably.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Green Bay Packers signed veteran wide receiver Sammy Watkins to replace
Jesus.
who?
Jesus. Devontae Adams. That's interesting. Just adding another meh piece. That's
A dude that plays 5
Aaron's
games
got to be
season.
happy. He's got to be fucking jacked about that. Another meh piece.
Another
Yeah.
mad piece. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be for real for a second.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
What you
take it.
got?
Keep adding those pieces, boys.
Real?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Just like blah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I had.
Boom. Let's hear that weird law.
You know what? Let's go ahead and go with the strange law, right? So we're on to Illinois, and Illinois has plenty to choose from. Not really shocked by it. You'll like the very first one that was on this list. Cam Newton will definitely like the number one on this list.
Okay.
A state law in Illinois mandates that all bachelors should be called master, not mister, when addressed by their female counterparts.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, Cam Newton, shout us out. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
this.
about it.
Where is that at?
In a state law in Illinois. He is going to the Bears,
All
right?
Gotta go to the Bears, baby.
Yeah.
That's
like
right in the valley. I'm like,
That's
oh my
funny.
God.
That is funny.
I like it.
Is that what happened? So, is it like that at home, Danny, or is it daddy?
Daddy. I'll take
Daddy, yeah.
I'll take daddy.
Dad.
What is?
Yeah.
What is that? It's still one of my favorites. I tell Rio all the time. Favorites on TikTok. The fucking song. What is that? The
when are you going to stop
We Stop Playing,
it?
Daddy. Gets
Hey,
me
Daddy,
every
when
time.
you going to stop playing?
We stop playing.
Boom.
And that's what I got for a weird law.
Well, we've held these folks on for
Shut up,
a ton
that's
of time
fake.
tonight, 2 hours. So I've got a quick
What's that?
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin
What about
Kamara what
released?
released? I doubt it.
No, that was a fake.
That's got to
one.
be fake.
That was a fake one.
Okay.
That popped up after his arrest, and then the Deshaun Watson
okay.
stuff.
What you got?
I've got a quick it makes sense tonight since
Let's
we've gone pretty long.
go.
Yeah, so I think
Is-
I actually told you boys about it the other day.
On
right?
Snapchat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay, yeah.
So I'm at the grocery store, and I walk around real quick. Hey, the way you describe things, I'm the exact same way. When I go to the store, I know exactly what the fuck I'm after. So I, set a world record 40 time every time I go in, right? And I'm about to check out, and there's this one couple behind me. It's a husband and wife. And they get through, and the guy's going pretty quick, actually. And it's this kid that pretty sure he's high most of the time when he's working. So I'm like, all right, this kid must not be high today. Like, he's actually, going through. And we get to the end, and then the guy just looks pissed, And he's like, those are 3 for $10. And the kid's like, yeah, it looks good. And so he got these noodles that were 3 for $10, right? And he's like, well, it says they were $3.34 a piece. And the kid's like, yeah, that sounds about right? Like, he's like, no. So Mason City quick math, that's $10.02 for those noodles. Instead of 3 for $10, it was 3 for $10.02. And I am fucking not even kidding you. This kid had to call a manager up 4 different times because he would come, and the manager, at least 2 of the times, kind of shook his head like, this is what I'm here for. But then he had to enter a code and had to do something else. I fucking waited in line after everything was done for over 10 minutes because this guy wanted to make sure he got his 2 cents. Unbelievable.
2 cents? Like, we're in a different society right now.
A
I
lot of people
understand that
gotta
with
get their
like
2
everything, but
cents in,
damn,
okay?
2 cents. Oh, I like it.
Oh,
I
A
like
lot of people got to get their 2 cents in these days.
Yeah.
So, how close were you to losing your shit?
I was just like, I'll be honest with you. At the time, I was like smirking a little bit. I'm like, this is fucking, I'm waiting for the register guy or the manager to catch my eye and be like, what? Like, this is what's happening right now? But it didn't happen.
You knew. You're like story in the making.
Yeah. I'm just like, this is fucking real.
3 Gig Sports, it's going down.
And, man, I tell you what.
Appreciate you.
It definitely makes sense if you don't think about it. You're going to fucking hold people up for 10 minutes. But my words of wisdom, with inflation going as high as it is today, make sure 2 cents is not going to break the bank, because if it is, you need to put one of those cases of Mountain Dew back, all right?
You heard that.
Fuck, I tell you what.
I'm with you. 2 cents. Damn.
That is correct.
But, yeah, everybody that's listening, we're just over 2 hours. I think we're setting
Yeah.
PR tonight
We
for
are.
how long we've been rolling. It's been a good time, though, so we hope you appreciate
We did.
it.
For sure.
We had a guest. Took up
Awesome
some
guest.
good time.
Moises.
Yeah,
Yeah, damn
definitely.
good guy.
Yeah, Moises, big time shout out to you, man.
Yep.
If you happen to stumble upon us, make sure you like, subscribe, the whole thing. The podcast is available where, Jimmer?
Anywhere and everywhere that you could possibly listen to them. We're talking about Spotify, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, and anywhere else in between. You guys have no idea how much those shares, likes, and all that stuff mean.
Yeah.
Where we're
Absolutely.
trying to go. Truly.
And one thing to think about for everybody out there, we've got some tickets that we're going to give away to the North Iowa Fights here at the Mason City Arena on May 21st. And if you want to be eligible for those, you got to tell us a story. And it all goes down
In the DMs. Slide into our DMs and tell us that story. We'll laugh. We'll get that story out to all the folks. They want to hear it, and we do as well. So we'll pick that best story.
It doesn't need names.
Doesn't have to have names.
We'll make up names.
We can edit the names out, so don't worry about that. We can keep it all kosher. We do have a raffle still going on up at Gentleman's Way in Garner, Iowa. Make sure to go in there, get your haircut, and you can enter into our raffle. And your next haircut may just be on 3 Gig Sports.
If somebody wanted to work out before they go,
Yeah,
what could they use as an app to go ahead and take care of themselves?
it's called Fitbod. And if you enter our code 3GIG, you can get 25% off of the subscription. So make sure to go over there. It generates, tracks workouts for you. You can replace any of the recommended workouts, anything like that. If you have a problem with shoulders, rotation, stuff like that, you can change the weights.
Shows you how to work on stuff, right?
Right,
Like if you're still learning?
shows you how to do the lift if you don't know how to use it and you're wanting to learn something else. So a lot of cool things and stuff going on inside that app. So make sure to go subscribe. Again, the code is 3GIG.
Absolutely. And once again, Mr. Moises, we want to thank you for being on the podcast
Yes.
tonight. We're going to get out of here. This is 3 Gig Sports.
We
out.
Discussions, I've been writing, I love it.